Stimulating. Mind experiment.
It's no sleep, baby.
You got your scroll?
No, I didn't have time to print the scroll. We live? All right.
Oh, all right.
Well, it's a little fast and loose tonight, folks. We got a guest. This is No Sleep, the podcast. I am your dutiful host, as well as my other two co-hosts that you'll meet here in a second. AJ Simmons is my name. Confused is my game.
Hell yeah.
I'm struggling, but yeah. I don't have my jokes with me, so I'll pass the ball to Toll.
Oh, I
Help me out,
sort of
brother.
wrote some jokes. I assume,
Maybe I can find some.
yeah, you guys heard about the assassination attempt
Sure did.
on my ass because I've been eating Quick Trip sausages with coleslaw on them for like every morning for like 3 months straight, and I had to quit because I think they were killing me. Is that a bit? I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good start.
I also think it's funny. My girlfriend and her daughter moved in with me this past week, last Monday. Sarah and Everly, and she was like, "Yeah, my parents got a lot of help from their parents when they were just starting out." I was like, "That's true. Starting out at 42 years old."
Young upstart.
Yes, right. That's right. Yep. So those are my jokes, I guess.
I did find a joke.
All right.
Here we go. Just started therapy recently. I'm approaching therapy the same way I approached doing drugs. By wondering when it's going to start kicking in the whole time and then exaggerating how awesome it was to people later. I also have one more joke. This is more of an observation, really, but I wrote it down. Dannie, our guest, probably lost his virginity in a room that looked just like this.
You would be wrong.
All right, pass the ball to Alex.
I saw recently that they announced Joe Rogan is going to do a live Netflix comedy special here coming up.
That'll
And
suck.
I thought to myself, great. It'll be a really good chance to see a 5'2" guy do terrible comedy on stage. That's my favorite thing in the world.
What?
Everybody's getting rim shots.
Yeah.
That's right.
We do jokes up front, Dan.
Okay.
You have any quick little jokes you'd like to? Yeah, here. I'll.
Let me see. Quick jokes. The killing party. I knew the format. I looked at some clips. I knew this was coming out. I should have been ready, more prepared. My
That's
bad.
all right.
Let's see. I'll read you the first thing I got on here.
It better be about titties.
Oh, actually, it's not about titties, believe it or not. Oh, you know what? Here's the ideal I had. I think I had this a couple times before, but I found out that surrogate mothers, the ones that will have kids for people when they can't have kids,
Uh-huh.
they get paid like $50,000 to like carry somebody's kid. And I'm thinking that's pretty expensive, but what if like something happens to the kid? Like, say if they came out a little deformed, like they had a chicken wing arm. Do you think they get a discount or something for that?
Like 40 grand or
Yeah,
whatever.
40 grand. That guy take off 10 grand. I mean, it's just a real
It's a little off
observation
the
I thought
top.
about.
Yeah.
It's a fair question. Yeah, I mean, if you paid all that money.
It's like it's no give backs, no take backs. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good thought. I like that. Danny, you earned your rim shot, buddy.
thank
By
you.
the end, we're going to give you a rim job.
No.
Yo.
Lock the door.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys for having me on, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, well, you came on the old podcast,
I did.
which was one of maybe the funniest episodes of all time. I would argue. We might have to release that one from the vault.
Yeah.
I definitely tell you, you guys have definitely upgraded your studio.
From my house.
The last place we were at.
Yeah.
I loved I went back and watched the episode. You said you called it a pet store you could smoke in.
Yeah, that's right.
I also thought about what if you
Classic
what if
joke.
you made it above a Chinese restaurant? Just throw in all the smell.
Above a seafood place.
But it has some charm to it. I was just saying how you should bring at least one or two of the items over to the new studio kind of connected to that.
You wouldn't believe it now. You'd be like, whose house is this?
Is this
Toll's.
a mansion?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to invite me over one day.
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
All right.
You can do it now if you want.
I mean, maybe.
You had the opportunity and just do it. I take that as a no.
Well,
You can come meet the baby when it gets
I was
here.
going to say, this would be a great time to
When's
ask
your baby
Danny.
July 26th, but
Oh,
we'll see.
really?
We'll
The
see
end
if
of
she
the
lasts that long. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we have a Tolverine countdown, I believe, on our. Is it? Did it pop up?
Yeah.
How many days is it?
We got 12 days left.
12
12
days.
days till toll.
I don't know if we're gonna make it, but
I wish I was more clever. We can do like the 12 days of like Toll,
12 days
like
of-
the countdown. Like on the first day of Toll's baby being born.
12 packs of cigarettes. Yeah. 11 packs of cigarettes. 10 packs of cigarettes.
You already got to work.
I got it. Yeah. Perfect.
Toll is kind of the song and dance man of the podcast.
Yeah.
You'll come to learn that as
He's a real lyricist.
Yeah.
Oh, you know the podcast I watched you. I do say you guys are doing some groundbreaking things. Like you came on that podcast, and you cut your beard, and you brought in like a pot.
Oh, yeah.
A mirror
I had to
and
catch
all
the
this other
hair.
stuff.
Yeah.
And I thought the funniest thing about it was not just you just cutting it off,
Yeah.
but then AJ took it and he actually smelled your hair. That was like that's closeness. Like I have friends, but I don't think I would ever smell
very
their hair.
Oh, you should have seen him eat it afterwards.
I glued it on my.
Put it on his head.
Yeah.
Actually.
Thicken this up a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's very tight.
yeah. It smells smoky. Yes,
So we're soundless.
we are soundless. Oh
No.
Oh.
So they don't hear anything I'm saying anyway.
I guess not.
We got to
It's
repeat that
recording,
all
but-
over.
They can't hear us.
All right. So we keep do a little. Will it be recording on the podcast?
Yeah, everything's
Okay,
fine. I
cool.
know exactly what it
It's not going
He
out.
knows. Yeah. All right.
is. No, we got all the.
So I was talking to AJ before you guys strolled in. So
Yeah.
because you guys are big timing now.
Of course.
That's right.
I saw this post on Facebook, and I said one of the best things about comedy is sometimes the most ridiculous, silliest thing we take so serious and we put so much thought and effort into it, and it doesn't amount to anything.
Yeah.
I did this with a post I saw. It asks, out of like 7 things, they're going to give you 2,
Yeah.
but all the rest, if you don't pick those 2, they're going to attack you. And they gave you the choice of a man with a rifle.
Okay.
They gave you like 3 bears, grizzly bears,
Okay.
2 500-pound gorillas, or you can have like 12 wolves, you can have like 15 hawks, or you can have like 10,000 rats.
Okay.
And it's like, what 2 would you pick to protect you? Because all the rest of them, if you don't pick them, they're going to attack you.
Oh man.
You have to fight 'em.
Oh man.
I know. I probably thought about that for a lot of not like 30 minutes, and I knew it wasn't really going to
I'd
happen.
be like 10,000 rats to protect you. Then you just got a numbers game going, and nobody likes rats.
True.
I
you know?
thought the
And they
same
carry
thing.
disease.
Yeah.
But just think, if you got like 2 gorillas, just
I was thinking
there
that one
just
too.
to
Yeah.
pound and just grab rats.
Yeah. 3 bears.
Yeah, what if the gorillas just started fucking each other and like didn't help you at all?
hey,
You're supposed to be protecting. They're painting and having sex with each other, finger painting.
yeah, don't get a couple of those finger
Yeah.
painting.
I feel like you got to choose the gorilla. The gorillas have to be on the team.
You think so?
For sheer size, how fast and like plyometric they are. You know, they can really
And
bounce
relatively
around.
smart.
Yeah, smart.
Yeah.
They have kind of hands ish.
Yeah.
When I kind of came toward the end, when I was thinking about it, I thought about the numbers games too.
The
I
rats.
thought about
But,
10,000.
but you got to take
You'd be
the.
overwhelmed.
If you're gonna take the apes, you got to take the guy with the gun too, or the guy with the gun's gonna neutralize those apes immediately.
But he
That's
couldn't
very
kill
true.
all the rats.
I know, but I'm just saying.
But AJ brought up.
I saw that one movie with what's his face. Fuck.
Willard?
Edward Will. Oh, that's what it Willard. yeah. There's only a rat
Willard.
movie I can think of.
Yeah.
Sorry.
With Crispin Glover.
I saw Rescuers Down Under. They're not rats.
Yeah. Suicide Squad. The end of that, the rat catcher calls millions of rats to kill the giant
There we go.
walking starfish.
We got the reference, folks.
There you go.
Hit it.
I mean,
More rim shots.
it was serious.
No, I know. We're allowed to be serious on this podcast. I don't know if you remember a couple podcasts ago. We're allowed to be serious. I think the rats actually might be the underrated option now that I think about it. How it depends on how mad are they.
Yeah.
You know, are they angry rats? If they're just nice rats,
Yeah, if they like ratatouille rats,
Yeah.
all they're doing is cooking and smelling and greasing.
Yeah.
trying to fuck lady rats.
Although they would be helpful to open up a restaurant if you had 10,000
right.
ratatouilles. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, you could just feed the other animals so they don't eat you at the restaurant.
Hell yeah.
These are good ideas.
Distract everyone with your cooking rats.
Although even in that silly scenario, I thought, you know what? Throw in a dinosaur. I'd take a T-Rex. Just give me
Oh,
one.
yeah.
game
If
over,
he was an
man.
option,
So
for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
T-Rex. Well, you know, according to Jurassic Park, they can't see you if you don't move, though.
Yeah, I think that's a myth.
I think it is, too. They didn't know shit.
Yeah. No shit.
They also made
That is kind of
velociraptors
annoying
like
about-
3 times bigger than they are.
That is kind of annoying about paleontology. Even as someone who's a fan of dinosaurs, I'm like, we're looking at rocks.
Yeah. Have you ever seen
Are
the
we talking about rocks? Allegedly from like a billion years ago.
when they show?
You can tell me how big its dick is.
Have
And
you,
shit.
yeah. Have you seen when
I
they
don't
show
think
like a
so.
skeleton of a cat, and then they're like, "This is how paleontologists would interpret a cat," and it
okay.
looks nothing like what a cat would look like,
Right.
Because cats are fat and like cute, and
Hilarious.
when they show dinosaur bones, and then what dinosaur, they're like, they don't know.
What if dinosaurs
Yeah.
are big and fat and cute?
Yeah,
I
maybe.
don't know.
Who knows?
All right.
I have a feeling they're not.
Yeah.
That would be. I mean, you look at that T-Rex head. I mean, there's a reason Jurassic Park used it. That thing had to have fucked something up.
Yeah, for sure, dude. I mean, I think they know quite a bit.
They know if they're like
Yeah.
carnivores,
Yeah.
probably, and stuff.
Who knows?
It was less cool when they were like. It turns out they might all have feathers.
Yeah.
I was like, well, that seems kind of
Yeah.
fruity.
They're like, yeah. They're like giant chickens. You're like, well, that, I don't know. It's-
That kind of makes the movie less cool now that I think about it.
yeah, I don't understand the fascination with dinosaurs anyway. It's like,
Oh.
why I wouldn't want to be around dinosaurs. I don't like dogs most of the time. If I'm scared a dog would bite me, I'm pretty sure a T-Rex or whatever would bite
Yeah.
me too. So.
Yeah.
But no, they want.
You be good eating, Danny.
Yeah, if they like Cajun, that would be me.
No dogs in the Danny house, I assume. Then
No, we have a dog. We have a Shih Tzu.
Oh,
It wasn't by choice. Wasn't my choice, but I got on board. The kids wanted it. The wife wanted it. So you know what? Then all of a sudden, I wanted it. So I
Yeah.
got a Shih
Do you
Tzu.
like it?
Yes, yes. I mean, yes. I mean, starting off, I mean, just like anybody else. I mean, I was against it because it's just more responsibility.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have to walk. Well, you don't have to walk this because it's small, but
Right.
you have to like clean up. You have to like feed it. You have to just do like extra stuff.
Yeah.
You have to
Yeah.
go home at certain times to make sure it's fed and let out and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I didn't want extra
yeah,
responsibility.
it makes
get
you
it.
wonder who's the boss. You know.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
dog. The dog.
I know. I just gained a little dog.
And you know, here's another killing part about my dog. And I don't
What's
know,
that?
everybody's dog probably does the same thing, maybe, but he gives me that kind of disappointed face whenever I come in the door. Like he's really excited until he sees
Yeah.
who it is, and then he just walks away and just kind of lays down.
Yeah.
Because I don't like hype it up, like, "Hey, how you doing, boy?
Right.
Good boy," and all this. Let him
He was
out.
like, oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, He
No, it's just you.
Danny's home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. The same reaction I get
Yeah,
from
he
the
doesn't even
rest
call
of
you
my dog.
dad. He calls you Danny.
But
No
you got,
respect.
You got a dog, Toe?
Just got one, yeah. I mean, it's Sarah's dog, little half Chihuahua, half Terrier named Jax. That smells like it breathes poop.
That's gonna be your house.
Breathing dragon.
Fits right into your place.
Not anymore, baby.
Not anymore.
Now it looks nice in there. Danny wants
It
to come
does.
over for a
Yeah.
nice steak dinner or
So
something.
you're gonna have a dog and a new baby.
And 2 cats.
Oh my goodness, dude. That's
But
a
I already
lot.
had the 2 cats. It is, you know.
2 daughters,
Yeah. I went from
2 cats,
the
a dog.
guy that no one would have, put money on this for.
Right.
To-
Living with another
single
man.
guy for 40 some years. Yeah. Living with another dude for almost 20 years. To,
Domestic partnership
yeah.
style.
To 2 kids
So
and a
40,
partner.
40 years single. Was that by choice?
Yeah.
So
mean,
you
for the
had
most part.
options. People was like, I want you. And you was
Oh,
like, nah,
yeah.
I'm good.
I mean, not to, yeah.
Not to brag.
Yeah. I'd be like, man.
Did you ever have
like,
a woman propose to you?
when
Tom?
people they would ask, I mean, not
They
ask,
would?
they would talk about it. They would be discussed.
Right.
And I'd be like, have you
You're
met
like,
me?
huh? What?
Yeah.
You've seen where I live.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the whole joke, you know? My house smells like a pet store you can smoke in. You really want to fucking marry me? Yeah.
Because if so,
But yeah. So it's all coming together.
hell yeah. How's the dog integrating?
Great. The cat, Paulo, is not a fan of the
Of course
dog.
not.
That's for sure.
Paulo's kind of the alpha of the house, though.
He's actually kind of a big wuss, turns out. And he spends a ton of time outside, so he's doing all right. So. But he won't. The dog likes to eat his food so far.
Of course.
And if the dog has touched the food with his stanky breath, the cat is like, I don't want this.
Well, someone farted on my dog food,
Yeah.
my cat food.
Yeah.
Wow. Smells like fresh cut asshole over here.
Yeah. For real. You guys will meet Jax, and you'll be like, damn.
Yeah,
dog.
bring him in for the podcast.
He's a little sweetie, but he does have some stank breath.
Yeah, some dogs do. I mean, is there like a oral disease issue?
They've said,
not?
Sarah said she's taking him in for it, and they're like, well, you could do like the major dog mouth cleaning, but it's like $1,000. So I was like, nah.
I'm spending $1,000 on my own teeth.
I know, dude. I still got half a tooth. I'm not fucking helping a dog.
Yeah, and it's in the front. God damn.
Yeah.
This Jack's pretty old.
He is. It's like 13.
That never helps with
Yeah.
the bad breath.
But he doesn't act. I mean, he's still spry as hell. Deaf, though. But
Deaf as a door
otherwise,
now.
yeah. Not a great guard dog. But wouldn't have been a great guard dog anyway, because he weighs about 8 pounds.
What kind of
I've seen
cats do
some
you
mean
have?
chihuahuas though.
That's very true. There are some. This guy is sweet as hell. So
You said you got cats. What kind
2
you got?
cats.
Do you
I
have,
got a little orange cat and a little just regular like tabby cat.
you don't have like a hairless cat? I think
No,
that would
no.
be cool to have.
No,
Like
no,
rats.
no.
I would love to see Danny walking around with a hairless cat.
It's that guy.
That'd be. And then we put you in like a velour suit.
Well, there's a couple women out there walking around with hairless cats.
That's right. I was going to
Hairless
be.
cat. Oh,
That's where I was
There
going.
you go. Hey, yo.
Hey.
we're talking about pussy.
Yeah.
This is the pussy cast. This one's just for the boy. Might as well just hang up, ladies. Our sweet female listeners.
Yes. They
I
love
always
it.
find those cats interesting. I would love to like just keep one for a week just to see what it's like.
Have you ever hung out with a
I bet you'd love it,
hairless
man.
cat?
A hairless cat?
Yeah.
I have not. That's what I'm saying.
I've hung out with a couple of them over the years.
I like that description of like meeting a pet. It's like I've hung out with a couple hairless cats.
Yeah, I mean that is what you. I
It
mean,
is
what
true.
else are
I
you
mean, yeah,
doing? Yeah,
They're like little people.
Who had them?
yeah. These real rich people in Urbandale when I installed their pool
I
table.
knew it. As this
Real
pool
rich
table story.
Yeah,
All right, hit
and
the
they
button.
just added some. Yeah, they just had a bunch of hairless cats hanging around.
And see, I think that's why my interest in hairless cats, because it seems like one of those like really exotic things that
Yeah.
rich people do, because no regular people have hairless cats. that I know
No,
of.
you also got to like clean their folds and do all kinds of weird.
What?
You have to take extra care of them
Oh, I
they're
didn't know that.
and they're like real sensitive to the sun and air.
It's got to
Sounds
be
like some
yeah.
ladies
It's
I've
got to be like
dated.
a feline
Yeah.
ball bag
Yeah.
walking around.
Yeah.
It's like a nut sack.
They're
Yeah,
fun.
I mean, if you just shave, like right now, my cat Miri, I've shaved just the head, everything but the head and
Yeah.
tail because it's
Yeah.
hot as fuck out. So she sheds everywhere. And if you just shave them down like that, I just use my Manscaped fucking clippers. That way it doesn't like hurt her skin.
Yeah.
And it basically feels like a one of those naked
Little
mole
velvety.
rat. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
a velvety little, because they have hair. It's just real tiny and soft.
Yeah.
So you saying you and your cat share shavers?
A pube shaver. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Catscaped.
I'm like, if it's good enough for me, it's good enough for her. Like, what the fuck?
I mean, you could jam that thing up on a cat. on a sweet pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you can, like, they make it in such a way, it's not like a wall clippers, you
Yeah.
know? They made it in such a way that it can't, like, nick your ball bag. and
Oh,
shit.
man.
Oh, really?
So it's like cat safe
Yeah.
in that way. It wasn't, like, advertised that way, but
Right. But if you try to if you use regular clippers on your, it's a nightmare.
yeah. It
Been
can, like,
there.
really hurt it, too.
Yeah.
Clip its little
Now your
skin.
cat has crabs too, though.
Who do you think I got it from? we still got it.
That's right.
Yeah, I tried to shave once. I didn't like the way it looked.
Your pubes? No.
Yeah. And then not to mention, I was old school. I used like the wall clippers. when
Yeah.
They were, and they nicked.
You use like a
Oh,
little
yeah.
pair of
They
scissors
nicked
to
a lot, yes.
Edging it
Yeah.
up down there.
No, I just
put
went,
the little white
I just-
line around.
I just went for the straight bald look. I just wanted to,
Yeah.
get rid of it and see what it
Brazilian.
was like. And it was not it. So if women don't
Like,
shave,
great, now my
understand.
balls are sticking to my leg all day long.
Feels like I have a big wet pussy.
I used to occasionally get fucking real drunk. I don't know if you guys knew that about me. And I would decide to fucking trim my pubes with scissors. And,
Wow.
oh, what a terrible
Like a pair of
idea.
Fiskers.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And then be like, ah! Ah! And then the next day I'd be like, oh my God. Did Edward Scissorhands try to jack me off?
I just halfway circumcised myself.
That's almost like every movie you see when people on the run, they go to a bathroom, get scissors, and just start chopping.
Yeah,
off
yeah.
hair and
Yeah.
Scissors, like your dick was on the run. So you had to,
Right. You had to dye your hair blonde real quick. With hydrogen peroxide.
My dick is wanted in a couple of states.
Yeah. How long
Put a
ago
little
did you
top hat on it.
How long ago did you try your pube experiment?
Oh, this was
2-3 days ago?
no. I let it grow out now. I mean, so it's good and thick and full of volume and everything else. Anybody else shampoo your pubic hair every once in a while just to make sure that everything's all good? I
Yeah.
think
Nice and conditioned, you know.
Yeah.
I done this probably years ago. I mean,
Go for a perm.
there,
Yeah, I like to braid mine. Yeah. Give it pigtails.
I normally do cornrows.
Yeah.
That's my thing. So anyway, it's just one of those things that sometime in the summer I would just get bored.
Yeah.
And in fact, I think I did it here for Teehee. I would just shave everything. I shave like my mustache. My head's already shaved. And it's like, I got clippers. I just keep
Yeah.
shaving everything. It'd be like a big fat 300-pound baby.
Yeah. That is what I shaved my chest once, and I was like,
Yeah.
"This is not. It's not."
I can
good.
see my nipples too much.
Yeah, and you feel like a big baby.
I like that there's a little mystery there.
Yeah. It's kind of cloaked.
I felt like a big weird baby. But I have a joke, by the way.
Oh shit.
When I give my when I do give my balls pigtails, I like to tell the ladies I'm giving them a Pippi Longcocking.
That's how we do it. Pippi long cocking.
Yes, log it.
You ever work with Hamburger Jones? Danny?
I have not. I remember seeing him on Def Comedy Jam years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Wearing a cowboy hat and
Oh,
a
yeah.
full suit. And
Yeah.
he was funny, man. And I still like, how did you guys come up with the clipper? How did that become part of y'all show?
Alex used to say it all the time.
I am obsessed with
Yeah.
them.
Alex
The whole
was
concept.
kinda the
Because I know
origin.
it's in the intro when it comes.
Yeah.
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 It comes on.
Yeah, because he basically says it. It's like a punchline to every joke, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alonzo.
Instead of like swearing
It's
or
his catchphrase.
Instead of she.
it's like it can be anything. It can be an exclamation point. It can be a verb.
It can be hamburger.
Oh,
Yeah.
hamburger.
You know, when it comes to hamburgers,
Hamburger?
honestly, I had a joke about this to the sense of anybody ever eat just a hamburger? If they do, they are serial killers. Everybody I know only eats cheeseburgers. Who just eats
Oh.
like meat and bread? That is crazy.
I mean,
It's a little
not,
dry.
Yeah.
it's crazy.
If I get the if I go to
Nonsense.
What's the deal?
Bebop's when they got the special on the weekend
Yeah.
on East 14th, I always get one with cheese and one without cheese. But they also got all the lettuce and mayo and onions, and mustard.
Yeah, they don't skimp on the mayo.
Yeah.
Oh man, the times when I've gone to Burger King and made the mistake of accidentally ordering a quarter pounder,
Oh.
and I get it when there's no cheese, I'm like, I don't even think I can eat this now.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Like what?
100%.
I'm like, I made a huge mistake.
How do you eat a burger
Yeah, I'm
with
gonna
no
have to
cheese?
go home
on
and
it?
hit my.
I always like one with cheese and one without cheese when I get two of them when they're real cheap on the weekend. I don't know.
What do you do with the one with no cheese?
I eat it. What do you mean?
With your mouth?
Actually, I save that one for jacking off in.
and he boofs it.
I am with Alex. I don't know how you do it. I get a burger and it has no cheese on it. It's just like that is. I don't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
I look at it.
I mean, I would never order a burger otherwise without cheese, I guess. But when I get
Yeah.
two of them at once, I don't know. Sometimes I like the one with no cheese on it.
Yeah, but the
I usually eat that
cheeseburger,
one
the
first.
hamburger is like that. Those memes of where it's like hamburger, and it's a girl with like pretty nice tits, and then it's cheeseburger, and it's like the biggest tits, like Gianna Michaels or whatever. It's like that meme. I mean, you got to have the cheese on it. Yeah, is that just like a watching your figure thing, or on the cheese? No, cheese.
'Cause I don't know. I don't want them both to have cheese when I'm eating 2 quarter-pound burgers at once.
But you're eating one with cheese.
yeah, I don't want cheese on the other one.
He wants like
It's too much
just a little-
cheese.
he wants
It's
best
the
of both
same
worlds.
reason I could get a double, but I'd rather have 2 burgers.
Yeah, that makes more sense to me.
Yeah,
And I even
because
understand
a double is
the-
like too much meat and too much cheese.
it's almost like getting plain wings and then like hot wing or like barbecue wings.
Yeah, yeah.
You want
Like
a
I
little
would
bit of
never,
both.
if I was getting one burger, I would never get it without cheese.
Maybe it's just me. And
I don't think it is.
That must be a crazy ass thing. That's like me saying, you know what? I like eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, but every once in a while I just like a jelly sandwich. It's too much.
I eat peanut butter sandwiches all the time.
Actually, I like to eat a peanut butter sandwich and then I like to eat a jelly sandwich.
That's just too much peanut butter. I don't know about you. I like peanut butter, but not too much. Like 2 sandwiches.
I will buy just peanut butter, extra chunky, and I will eat a straight peanut butter sandwich all the time.
I can do that. I like peanut butter
Yeah.
and honey sometimes. That's
Yeah.
nice as well.
Oh my goodness.
Or a toast. If you toast the peanut butter
That's
sandwich,
nice.
or you put it in like the toaster oven,
Now you're just getting way too fancy.
then it's fucking amazing. I know, man.
guys ever
That
eat
extra
Michelin
effort
star?
to put it in a toaster oven for 2 minutes.
You guys ever
Well, and it like softens up the
Like,
peanut butter.
What am I, a French chef?
Like ratatouille.
have you guys ever ate like weird sandwiches? And when I say weird, when I was growing up, we didn't have like always a lot of food.
Yeah.
So me and my brothers and sisters would make up sandwiches. We would eat sugar sandwiches. We take bread,
Okay.
I've heard
sprinkle
that.
sugar on
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
put another piece of bread on it, just eat it.
It never occurred to me as a kid to do that, or I would have. If I would have got a taste of a sugar and butter.
A sugar
no
witch.
sugar,
Just sugar?
bread
Sugar.
and sugar.
Ooh.
That's it.
AJ
Sugar
used to
sandwich.
just eat sugar.
Yeah. I would get milk, like a glass of milk, and I would pour like an actual cup of sugar, like a, like a
God
measuring
damn.
cup. Where it became like a slushy almost.
Oh, God.
But like
damn.
where it was like sediment of sugar kind of swirling through it. I was a fat kid, Dan.
Oh my God.
There's a
does
picture of me
sound-
where I have like 3 necks, like wearing a turtleneck sweatshirt, but it's like I needed 3 more on or something.
Jesus.
It's all pushed up like that. You know?
Just a cup of sugar
Ugh.
Just
and a regular old burger. This is the crazy side of the studio right over
this is
here.
white people shit.
I,
Yeah,
my,
that's the real white people.
Oh,
I mean, when
Alex, you
you
don't do that.
No.
See?
when you get
No.
drunk and smoke weed, as I have done, and I've known, my roommate used to, he would take 2 slices of bread and put fucking Planters mixed nuts on the bread and then eat a nut sandwich.
I think I
He did
saw
it.
that.
I used to
movie
do
once.
it frequently. Yeah.
That's crazy.
And
I
then,
saw Eat a Nut Sandwich
That's the
part 6
craziest
once.
one. So
but when you
far.
don't have any food and you're like, I want
That
to
is
fucking
definitely
eat.
the craziest one.
Dude,
I thought my sugar
I've
sandwich was
eaten
bad.
sauerkraut with ketchup sandwich.
God.
Ain't no thing.
I gotta
on
go.
a dare?
I gotta go.
No.
That on the dare.
I was like, I like sauerkraut, and I got some ketchup, and I got 2 pieces of bread, and
Yeah.
I'm fucking drunk, and I will eat this.
I mean, it technically does go together. It's basically a hot dog
Minus meat.
minus the meat,
Yeah.
sort of. Minus the best
I'm not-
part
yeah.
of the hot dog. You know, the hot dog.
Minus the hot dog.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to
I'm just thinking of the dry.
putting
plant
Captain
juice.
Crunch in a tortilla. You ever done that? Crunch berries.
All right, Shyla, cut it.
I've done that with peanut butter
Can't
too.
put this information out there.
We got to start over.
I've done, yeah.
I thought I was topping it with my sugar sandwich. And Toe is just taking the torch and running. It's a nut sandwich. I've never heard of such a thing.
Captain Crunch tortilla.
Yeah.
He likes to make the peanut butter himself in his mouth.
Yeah.
But he likes to have cheese on one nut sandwich, but not on the other one.
Yeah.
There's too much cheese.
Yeah, that seems pretty normal now.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
This is the greatest podcast we've ever recorded.
Yeah, I was never a crazy sandwich kid. I love bologna sandwiches. I still do.
Oh yeah.
But like I never. So I didn't like pickles or anything weird. Like when I was a kid.
I used to eat mayonnaise and cheese sandwiches. You ever do that?
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's that weird.
No.
It's sort of
Straight
like
up.
the hot dog without the hot dog kind
Yeah.
of situation.
Does anybody ever eat Spam?
Oh yeah.
If I had it,
fried
love
spam.
Spam.
yeah.
Spam is good.
I've never purchased Spam.
I tried to purchase it. I ate it as a kid, and I thought it
Yeah.
was really gross.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have much, and it was very
goes-
gelatin. Yeah.
Oh,
That
man.
layer on
It is
top
scary.
is like, that's where I'm like, I'm out. If somebody
Yeah.
else makes it, no problem. But that layer of just that like
Gelatin.
centimeter of
meat jello.
Pork
If you
fat. Yeah.
slice it real thin and just fry it, it's like bacon.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
delicious.
I never had it until I went to California. A lot of the Hispanic population out there loves like
Yeah.
fried spam.
Japanese
the,
too.
the High Life Lounge downtown has got, you can get a fried egg and Spam sandwich.
Now, what is
All day,
Spam?
every day.
That's the number one question.
It's just like
Like
ground up
destroy meat.
pork
Yeah.
bits. I
Just
think.
pork bits?
Yeah.
so it's
Pork bits that aren't good enough for hot dogs.
Yeah. It's like, ooh. Yeah.
That's what your asshole
It's
sounds
all
like.
assholes. yeah.
After a sauerkraut sausage
Yeah.
roll at the old Quick Trip. Was it Quick Trip?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, that makes sense.
You think it was the sauerkraut or the sausage or the lethal combination of both?
The coleslaw. I'm pretty.
It's like when you mix chlorine
it
and
was-
Yeah, right.
fucking ammonia.
The first day I didn't
Just
eat
made mustard
that.
gas with the sandwich.
The first day I didn't eat that for breakfast was genuinely the first day in like months where I was like, huh, I don't feel like I'm going to shit my pants today.
Birds were chirping.
Yeah. I was like, that sucks.
Like, damn it,
fucking blows.
my experiment was positive.
Yeah. It's
Result.
I was
You
very
probably make them at
disappointed.
home and maybe fix it somehow.
Start bringing my own coleslaw to Quick Trip.
Yeah.
In a little Ziploc bag,
Yeah.
you're dumping it out on your
I
disgusting.
keep that
little-
motherfucking thing on me.
Yeah. I'm going to have to switch it up, which is a bummer.
Yeah. Sarah's going to be bummed too, I bet.
Yep.
Those farts all night.
They're out of my system by the time I get off work.
That's right.
Then later she has like, then she'll have the fish stick farts or whatever I got later.
The garlic bread and spaghetti farts. Do you have any, you have a couple children, Danny. Any
do.
advice for expecting father here?
crickets. Nope.
I'm really not worried about it.
What
I don't know.
No, I
Oh,
just
you-
figured it'd be
you're gonna
fun
have
to
a girl,
collect
right?
advice.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, you know what? I do have 3 girls.
Yeah.
So I will have some advice. You ready?
Yeah.
Don't be that stereotypical dad.
Yeah.
It's not going to help you.
It's already
I mean-
not happening.
When I say stereotypical dad, you're supposed to be that overprotective. Don't
Yeah.
mess with, I mean, don't get me wrong. You want to protect your daughter.
Yeah, yeah.
But it comes to a sense, because I have 3 girls, and it's to the sense, I used to, I'm tripping on my language, but the thing is, I used to try and like be kind of protective,
Yeah.
and I don't really have to try that hard because I look the way I look.
Yeah, you
Right,
don't have to try
right.
too hard.
And what it
Just stand around.
Yeah. Dad comes to the door. The boys are like, okay, I'll have her back by 9. See you later.
7:30.
and what ended up happening after a while is
Make it 728.
all of a sudden the boys didn't want to be around and date her, and now all of a sudden
Oh,
they
okay.
feel bad because it's
Yeah.
like, well, nobody likes me. No, it's not that they don't like you; it's that they don't want to be around me, or they
Yeah.
find me intimidating or whatever.
Right, right.
Now all of a sudden I turn into a pimp, and I'm trying to get people to date my daughter. Like, hey, come date
Isn't my daughter beautiful?
It's like, so you just go to
Yeah.
reverse. So it's like,
Yeah.
be open, honest with your kids, and don't be that one. Like there's definitely some things that my daughters talk to their mom about.
Yeah.
But as a father, I want to make sure that I'm open where they don't feel like they have to hide stuff and talk to just
Right.
their mom. As they get older.
Yeah.
As a baby, I think all you do is just feed them, burp them, change their
Yeah.
diapers. But as they get older and start to become young women, be open with them so they feel comfortable talking to dad too. So you're
Yeah.
not surprised, like, oh my
Yeah.
God, you've been had 3 abortions. What the fuck? You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? You want to be in a loop on what's going on.
Yeah.
You're like, all right, honey, this is the most important thing. Don't date comedians.
And be
That's
like,
the
don't
whole
worry, I won't.
Yeah. Daddy, you're a loser. You're an open micer.
Are you wearing your hat? I like the hat that you wore on a couple of shows, like Washed Up Local.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, that.
Sam Hershock got me that hat,
Yeah, that's cool. When
Yeah, I love that hat.
I feel like that sometime every once in a while.
buddy. Me too.
You've been around for a while. I don't know if have we actually even said Danny T is our guest, by the way.
Oh yeah, I
I
never
think you
introduced
said
myself.
it. I guess the people watching couldn't hear it.
Yeah, on the live stream for those first couple of minutes. But Danny T, a wonderful stand-up comedian, by the way, folks. Sorry, I'm cleaning my glasses so I can see.
Toe can pick up from there. Go ahead.
Yes, Danny T, a wonderful stand-up comedian.
Well, you two have known each other for probably the longest of the bunch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
long time.
Been
We did a
around for a
comedy
while.
contest.
was
at,
that Billy Joe's?
No, at Plaza Lanes before it burned down. And I got third, or I got second, and you got first. Long ago.
Ooh, that might have been.
now
another-
look at you.
That might have been another black comedian.
Nope, it wasn't.
Bullshit.
It was you. I swear to God, dude.
I never did a show.
It was
comedy
at,
contest Plaza Lanes.
I swear to God, unless it was somewhere else, it was because you got first and I got second.
No, the only competition.
Totally
I
remember
did-
this.
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
I would tell you this much: when it came to competitions, I only entered 4.
But this
Billy
was
Joe-
like,
Billy Joe's twice.
yeah.
I did some Branson contest festival down there, and I did one over in Cedar Rapids.
But I think this was advertised as like an open mic that they did like an audience reaction thing at
Yes.
the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there was
so
a
you're
winner.
talking
So
about
it
this.
was like, it wasn't like a technical comedy contest.
Gotcha. Okay.
It was like if you showed up, you didn't know, but you're in a comedy contest.
Oh, okay.
That's
Those
what
are
it
my
was.
favorite contests.
Yeah, yeah.
That might have been.
I won that. I won that one, the Plaza Lanes one.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I won, and they promised me a TV. And then the place burned to the ground.
So about that TV.
Yeah, so you guys still give me that TV though, right?
That was like
Hello?
at the
Looking in the window, all burnt down.
Yeah, it's
place.
the
the
burned down
famous
house.
way that Jeff Newell got his name, the Altoona Assassin, was that this wasn't a contest, but every once in a while you get a comedy show that's like lucrative for you, but should not exist. And I can't even remember the name of the place, but they're like, "Told we want you to host this comedy show," and I was like, like in Altoona, and I was like, okay, and they're like, "We're gonna pay you $100." And there's food, and I was like, okay, like free food and $100. I was like, all you can drink. I was like, all you can drink, $100 and free food. I was like, I'll do it.
I'll do anything for
And
that.
then, so the first time I show up, 3 other people, I think it was 3 or 4 other comedians showed up.
Literally
One of them was Jeff Newell,
I mean
and he
anything.
fucking killed, by the way. That's how he got the name, the Altoona
he
Assassin,
killed.
because I was like, buddy, these people fucking love, the 4 people in the audience love Jeff Newell. But they were like, Toll, we're paying you. You got to keep going. I was like, I got to keep going. They're like, yeah, you got to fill in the 2 hours. I was like, I got
hours?
to fill in the 2 hours of. I was like, anybody else want to come back up? And I was just like wandering the stage, being like, hey, well, how you guys doing? Yeah, but and I had my whole list. I'd be like, I do joke after joke. I'd be like, no, there's 8 people here. No one fucking cares. And then they gave me $100. I was drunk as fuck, and I ate a bunch of hot dogs, and I was like, see you later. And that happened like 4 times. And then they were like, actually, from now on, it's only going to be $50. I was like, okay.
Still do it.
Yeah.
I'll take you.
Yeah. They didn't make me fill the time the rest of those times because I was like,
That was
this
the
is
greatest
insane.
string of sentences I've ever heard. It just kept getting better and better. I shook as fuck, ate a bunch of hot dogs. Next time it's gonna be 50.
That was the
It's
best,
true,
That was
dude.
one of the best images. Just Toe walking out with a bunch of hot dogs under his arms and see you. See you later.
Dropping hot dogs as he walks to his car.
Hot dogs in his pockets, in his socks.
Yeah, man. It was very nice of them. But,
Yeah, that's a good
little-
deal.
a little
$100.
too nice.
yeah,
Fuck.
man.
Fucking A. And free drinks.
Yeah, I've done a few of those shows where
Holy
some
shit.
local venue decide, we'll do comedy, and
Yeah.
they're like, is it okay if we pay you $100 a week to do this, and we'll give you free drinks too? And you're like,
Do you know how comedy works? And the answer
yeah.
is absolutely not. Like, we should be paying you.
yeah. And they always, the confusion, it doesn't last a few weeks, and then they're like,
Yeah.
oh, no one
Yeah.
enjoys this.
Yeah.
Except for the
think,
comedian
They think
on
it's going to
stage.
bring people out to have just random, comedians no one's ever heard of. They just put posters up all over the bar.
Comedy night.
Which I thought was cool because my face was on all the posters. Of
course.
But I was like, this is pretty
Nice.
sweet. One right by the urinal. I was like, all right. And then, brought in a total of, 4 audience members and probably 5 comedians the first time.
I remember a while ago when I first started, it wasn't many places to do comedy other than just the Bone. So it's just like there was a guy who started doing little shows around the Des Moines area in bars or whatever. And the thing is, nobody knew how to set up a comedy show.
Right.
Yeah.
So I remember going to do a comedy show, and there was a good number of people in the bar or whatever. And I'm asking them hey, where am I going to do the comedy at? It's
Yeah.
like, oh, right there by the pool table.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
And it's like, you gonna start? It's like, it's people still playing pool.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, that's cool. Go ahead. You can start. So I'm literally doing a set in front of a pool table while people are still playing pool. And they didn't turn the TV off.
Oh,
And it's
yeah.
It's
We
like,
are-
that was
oh,
so
buddy.
hard.
Oh, yeah. If you're doing one of those shows and they do turn the TV off, you're like,
Right.
this is going to be an okay show.
Yeah.
Right. You're like, all right,
I have a chance.
Is my break or yours? Like, you
Yeah.
just hear that in the middle of your fucking set.
Or I've also, there's been many of them where
Clack.
they'll turn the TV off, the show is going, and then the TV comes back on.
Oh yeah, well the game's on.
Yeah.
We're trying to do a comedy show. But it's crazy, dude. There's small towns where they just fucking hate you from the
Yeah.
get go.
Yeah, the new
They're
TVs,
like,
you guys should just put a little 20-inch TV in the corner that's playing Iowa basketball the whole time.
Yeah. Just in case.
Yeah.
They'll be in case.
Sound on, but low.
Yes, very
It's
low.
almost like you're in
It'd be like those little TVs they used to put in the booths at Applebee's and
Yeah,
shit. Where it was just
yeah.
like a little like at Legends
Yeah.
or whatever downtown. It'd be like a
Yeah.
little TV this big, like the Michael Scott TV.
Our new flat screen.
Yeah,
That's surround sound.
yeah. Do you have? It's kind of a hack podcast question, but whatever. Do you have a worst gig of all time, Danny? You've done a lot of gigs at this point, my
I
friend.
have the worst one I did. I can't remember the town, so that's where it started off bad. It was back before GPS.
Okay.
So everything was by map. I have to look on the map and try and figure out where this place is. And there's 2 towns that had very similar names. One was Langton, the other one Plankton or something like that. And I think I went to the wrong one because the guy called and said, hey, where you at? I said, well, I'm here in town, but I don't know where the place is. And he was trying to
It's
explain
like what?
it to
It's
me.
the only place.
Yeah, it's like the only place. And so about time I got done looking at it, sure enough, I was 30 miles away from it. And 2 towns, similar names, 30 miles away,
Yeah.
just the dumbest thing ever. So I ended up making it over there. And when I got there, he was like, okay, the owner is good to go. And he left. And it was me. And I'm thinking, okay, it's got to be other people that's doing the show with me, right? Nope, just me. By myself. And I go in there.
Now introducing Danny T. You're turned around.
Now introducing myself, and pretty much I remember that they had the old Burger Time booths or whatever, the table and the benches all connected together.
Okay.
They're not
yeah,
separated. You have to slide something at the old time Dairy Queen, and they had 2 of them, one on each side. And I was standing in the middle, no stage, just right there on the floor with just 2 bench style Dairy Queen things.
Yeah.
And it was 3 people there.
Yeah.
2 in one booth, 1 in the other.
Yeah.
And it was, I felt like
Did
somebody.
you feel like Tola and Altoona there? We're like, so yeah, what do you do? I got 2 hours to fill.
Almost, but because I was still new, I was treating it like I was at a theater.
Yeah.
I was being over the top and doing all my stuff, and
Yeah.
I was really performing for those 3 people.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And as I'm performing, I didn't realize this. There was a door to my right. So somebody walked in and literally walked right by me as I'm doing my set to go into the bar. So that was the worst gig I ever went to. And then here's the worst part. So at the end, even though the guy was there, I was supposed to collect the money because I'm getting paid, but I take it to whoever, the guy who was booking it.
Yeah.
Guess how much he was paying me?
How much?
$50. Guess how much the owner paid his ass?
How much?
Like $500. Oh my goodness. After that, I was done. I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this anymore.
Yeah, I did a show.
Yeah, he did. But at the same time, just like you said, I really got his ass because silly part, I would have done it for free.
Yeah,
early on.
I get that.
Man, we traveled everywhere just to do open mics
Just
and
to
do
do it.
whatever. Yeah, and you get like you give me $50, like fuck yeah, I do $50.
Big win there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
$50 especially back then too. $50 went a lot longer than it does these days.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
The pay has not changed at all since.
I mean,
Kind of true.
Pay is not keeping up with inflation
No,
in the
it's
comedy
not.
world.
I remember doing a packed show in Marshalltown, and the dude, I won't say who set it up, I guess. It wasn't Ed
Alex
Burrows.
Carter.
Ed Burrows is a good guy. This is a different guy. And so I got paid, I think I got like 40 or $50, something like that. And I go to get my money afterwards, and he is counting so much cash. And I was like,
Yeah.
he's like, here's yours. And I was like,
Such a shitty feeling.
oh, all right. What? Weren't they? Okay.
I feel like there was more dollars.
yeah. Just looking
like
at
a
all
pretty
the money.
successful show, huh?
Yeah, all the money that he's counting on this table in the office, and I was like,
Wow.
okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Here you go.
Well,
he takes a couple 20s and wads them
Yeah,
up and throws them.
that was pretty much what happened. I mean, he was like, "Here's your $40," and I
There's
was
a little
like,
bus money.
Yeah. Get the hell out of
Throw
here.
some change in your face.
and it was like a decent restaurant too that they didn't shut down, but they had that night was just straight up for comedy, and it was
Comedy
fucking
only.
packed. Yeah,
That makes me think it'd be cool to do a show at Christopher's sometime.
And
Imagine that.
that banquet room, you absolutely could do that.
That just crossed my
The
mind.
Christopher's is fucking huge.
It's
Yeah, you forget.
dude. When
I've
you,
only been in like 2 parts of it.
yeah, when I deliver beer there, I'm like, Jesus, yeah, it's insane how
Oh,
big
you
it is.
deliver beer there?
Yeah, every once in a while.
La la.
Hey,
Yeah, fancy.
I do have breaking news. You guys want to hear?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'd love to hear it.
Hey, I'm always trying to work on different projects. I'm getting really relaxed. I'm gonna fuck around and lay down.
Danny's just laying on top of both of us.
That's cool. what was that, Danny?
Yeah. Can you all tell me a bedtime story?
so after doing stand up comedy for a while, it's like I'm always looking for different things to do, projects, sketches, like anything.
Yeah.
And I was talking to somebody not too long ago. Can you think of how many 2-man comedy groups are out there?
Anymore? I can't think
Yeah, like
of
right
large
currently.
ones. I don't think.
Like 2 people on stage doing comedy at
Yeah.
the same time.
I don't
Other
think-
than improv.
Those
Sklar
two
brothers,
twins.
yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple
The
sets of
Sklar
twins.
brothers and those
Sklar
2
brothers?
black guys.
Yeah.
What's
the
the
young
black guys?
they finish each other's sentences. They wear glasses.
Really?
They were in 22 Jump Street. They play the.
Have they been here to Des Moines?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I was
well,
thinking of those twins from Florida that like had all the face tats and were on TikTok. The
Oh,
I'm trying to
the
think what-
Jungle Boys.
Yeah,
Oh
Jungle Boys.
no, they were the Island Boys.
Island Boys. Yeah.
I have no idea what
Yeah.
you guys are talking about.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you
So-
recognize them if you saw them.
Okay.
So it was one of those things that I was talking about. I was like, dude, I would really love just to do like a 2-person act.
That would be fun.
That
Yeah,
would.
just to get up there and feed off each other. And probably, like I say, you got to
Oh,
come up with an
David
act or
Tell and
something.
Jeff Ross do that bumping mics thing. That's probably the closest.
Okay.
Stand up wise.
Yeah.
On
Because there
stage?
used to be
Yeah.
like full blown.
They're kind of roasting each other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a comedy duo used to. It wasn't that uncommon,
Yeah, like Abbott and
but
Costello.
now it really is. Yeah,
Martin
Yeah.
Vaudeville
Lewis.
days.
So I think that'd be cool if you kind of do a modern set,
that
like
would be.
with a thing. So, hey, I'm taking applications. Anybody want to do
All right.
All right.
say it with
Let
me?
me.
It should be you and Justin
Yeah.
Bulver.
You know, you had a couple of jokes where you talked
Ebony
about.
and Ivory.
I would do it with Darius, but then we like the same person, so they wouldn't.
I know that's what I'm saying. Bulver.
Yeah.
Diametric opposite right
Yes.
there.
We
Yeah.
could
Although he
split
loves
it down.
titties too.
Yeah, he does
I know.
love
I
titties.
heard that.
Yeah, I might put my application in as well.
So I thought it'd just be a fun, different thing just to
We'll
try
do it
out
at
and just see it
Christopher's.
do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
there you go.
Let's try it. At least do one joke, couple bits together, and see how it flows. And like I said, improv would be the funniest thing that you would do together. Like,
Right.
People just up there fucking around,
Yeah.
telling jokes, and two people's take on whatever it is. So anyway,
Yeah, you have like a loose structure that you can
Yes.
fall back on if you need
without a
it.
doubt.
But yeah, I'm sure you two would light it up.
I think that'd be cool as shit. You just got to have
You
me over
have,
to
you
your
have a
house to
mic
work
in
on
one
some
hand and
shit.
a
Right.
boxing glove in the other. if you want to fight, you can too.
Yeah. I hope you like jokes about dicks and titties.
You're in the store.
That can be the name
What's
of
up, Beaver Dale?
That'll be the name of your guys' group is
Yeah.
Dicks and Titties.
Yeah. We call it titty fucking.
Idea was born.
Titty fuck.
That's workshop.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah, that would be cool. I'm all for that. I was complaining after I think our last podcast, once the cameras and everything were off, about I feel like there's a lack of producers in Des Moines right now. There's not a lot of people trying to make shows. I feel like in years previous, there was more of those. Like pre-pandemic, I felt like there were
I
more
don't know
producers.
if I'd call it a lack.
What, trying to put shows together?
I don't know.
Maybe it seemed different because of the club or something, where it was all happening at one
Right,
place. Maybe
right.
that's why it feels that
See,
way.
Yeah.
I guess I'm on the other side of it. Like behind the scenes and producing, I don't think, other than you guys let me do the intro to stand up comedy, I don't produce any shows. I don't put anything together.
Yeah.
But for us on stage, I would love to see more diversity with different things that people try.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Observational stand up comedy is good. But for somebody to go up there and do prop comedy, I'm not a prop comic, but I enjoyed if they tried it.
That's why I like Uncle Marky, the guy who
Oh, yeah.
he has a little accordion and
Yeah.
stuff.
I love it.
He was at the last Beechwood mic that you were at, Danny.
I remember that.
Yeah, we talked about him a little. Where it might not be for everybody, but at least it's
Right.
something different.
Right. Exactly. Because when you get like 20 people up there just telling enough dick jokes, I mean,
Yeah.
after a while, it's like, break it up with something. Even when we get to hear Johnny Vegas, I mean, that changes it up just a little bit, just to break it up enough.
Hits the harmonica on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I when I host a mic, sometimes I'll let everyone know it's impressions night, so everyone has to
Yes.
try an impression.
Yeah.
I love
And that's
that.
always it makes everyone try something different, and some
Yes.
people end up, doing terribly, but some people do great that you wouldn't expect, and it's hilarious. I'm always trying to do
Yeah.
Yeah.
some, just,
change it
just
up.
Even
to
the-
make people just please don't do the same 5 minutes.
Yeah, an
please.
old fashioned theme night.
Yeah.
I love them.
Yeah.
You will even like the even the overproduced open
Oh, of
mics
course.
would like provide something different at
Yeah.
least. Where basically it was like what we do on the podcast here, where someone would go up and if it just got absolutely nothing, someone in the back could just hit a
Yep.
Yeah.
or you could hit
The old
a,
rim shot.
Yeah.
Me? Just hanging around.
Man, I used to love to listen to Howard Stern all the time. Dude.
Oh, me too. I
Is he
grew up
still
it.
on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like keeping Sirius alive, I think.
I think it's Sirius XM now. They mixed
Yeah.
together or something like that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I
used to
remember when
listen
they
to
were two separate entities. That's kind of funny to think about.
Yeah. He's always complaining about not getting paid enough money.
Yeah.
Which is
Sure.
insane because he was getting like $300 million
Yeah.
contracts.
Yeah.
Like he is like, I mean, he is sort of the lifeblood of Sirius, I guess, at this point.
Yeah.
So maybe he deserves it if the money is there. But I remember it would come in like every new car you got, or if you like had a rental or something,
Yep.
you get like 3 months of Sirius for free. And I mean,
The other day in my work van, I was driving on a longer trip, coming back, and the Sirius, it kept switching to sign up for Sirius now, blah, 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 blah.
For the
And I was
love
like,
of
what
God.
the fuck? And then I'd turn it off and it'd switch it back to FM and be like, what is going on? Go right back to Sirius. Then I turn the radio off
Hey, buddy, we're not
completely
kidding.
Yeah.
and it would go back on to Sirius. Yeah.
you changed
I
this
was like,
station again.
yeah, I'm being haunted by Sirius XM.
You
It's
little
pretty
bitch,
fucking
you ever
weird.
change this? Oh, no.
Yeah.
I remember back in the day when that was new, when it was XM and it was Sirius, and I got XM radio.
Yeah.
And that meant you got a little box that you have to plug into like the cigarette,
Yeah.
or the
Right.
aux cord, I think,
Yeah.
and then you could have. That's
I
how you
think
got
it was
satellite
powered
radio.
from the cigarette lighter.
Yes.
Then you had to like plug
Right.
it into like the headphone jack.
Right, it's
almost,
built
or
in now,
something.
but I got that, and then that I listened to. They had, I think, 2 or 3 stand-up comedy channels, and that's all I would listen to.
Like
I think
raw dog comedy.
Raw
Oh
dog.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Just hear clips from all those guys back then, like
Yeah.
Patrice O'Neill, Jim Norton, like all those guys that were coming up back
Yeah.
then.
And
you
then
have any
eventually it
clips
was
on there,
Opie and
Danny?
Anthony.
I did. I had a clip on there when I first started. Oh man, I went out to a comedy conference over in California. One of the things was you got to perform in the showcase. Then they put your clip on. I want to say it was National Lampoon's
Okay.
Oh, okay.
the comedy
Yeah,
station
mhm.
or whatever years ago,
Mhm.
and it was pretty cool. I used to
That is.
have that as a credit, but that
Would
was
you get like
15 years
some
ago.
little checks in the mail or anything?
No, I get
Oh.
shit.
Loyalty.
No, not that I know.
It's
of.
expo- It's getting paid in exposure,
Yeah.
baby.
That's right.
You got me. I don't know.
We
about
can
the
only
money.
pay you 50.
Yeah.
All you can drink.
Yeah.
And hot dogs with no cheese.
I'll be there.
One with cheese, one with that.
Yeah. Do you have any coleslaw?
So other than this moment, what's been like the biggest moment of your stand-up career, Danny?
Biggest moment? Ooh, it's been so many, man. I've had big moments. Like one is being on No Sleep podcast. That's a big moment.
Twice.
Right.
Right.
Twice.
The return.
Yeah, I don't count the first one because it wasn't a real studio.
That's
Oh,
true.
okay.
You know, that's the one.
That's when we learned Toll's a real ass dude.
That was like in a dorm room.
Yeah.
But no, I
Danny was
guess,
shocked.
yeah, going on tour with Rob Snyder was a cool thing, man.
Oh, yeah.
That just so happened, just out of the blue, I was just emceeing over there at the Funny Bone, and he came in that week and everything else. And you know, I had been around comedy for a while, and one lie that you get used to people telling you, like, "Hey, you're funny. I'm gonna take you on the road with me."
Right.
I've been
right.
told that so many times. You know how many times I got taken on the road before then? 0.
Yeah.
0.0. So the thing is, when he told it to me, it's like, oh yeah, cool. And I went about my business, and then the club called me up and said, "Hey, Rob's looking for you." It's like, are you interested or not?
Damn.
And I came back.
You're like Deuce Bigelow, male gigolo.
Yeah.
So I came back and did another set, and then sure enough, he had me go to a college around here. I don't remember what college it was. Did like a set in front of him at this college.
Simpson or something.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was, but I know he had like a private gig that he was doing that, and then he was going to sit and talk to him about acting and stuff like that. And I went and done that. Then after that, he just took me on the road with him for like a good year or two.
Damn.
Wow.
Just going to do stuff.
Well,
That's
that must be
pretty
pretty
cool.
sweet too, because that's sort of a guaranteed income in a way, right? If you know you're going to be on tour with them.
Did you
for
did you take a whole year off work? And
No. When I say, you got to remember, I wasn't a full-time comic.
Okay.
I'm the best thing you can call semi-pro,
Yeah.
part-time comic. When I say tour, I mean, I did weekends. We didn't do weeks. I mean, and he did those things where he didn't work like a week, like Wednesday through Saturday. He
Yeah.
only did like a couple days.
Okay.
Right.
You know, so
okay.
he
Yeah,
But was
yeah.
it almost every weekend though?
Yeah.
That's
It was
still,
almost
I mean,
every
nice.
weekend. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And
That's
so
good eating.
It
right
did
there.
get to a point, it was starting to interfere with my day job. So it was some gigs I had to turn down. It's like, ugh.
Yeah.
I felt bad doing it, but it's like,
Right.
I can't jeopardize my real job over, going to, don't get me wrong, I love comedy. He paid really well for
Yeah.
an opener, but it's just like, dude, I don't get any benefits.
Yeah.
going to do
Yeah.
this. But it was
Wow,
really
a comedian actually making the right choice. the adult choice. Wow.
So
Most
no-
comedians I know would be like, yep, goodbye, old job. Don't need that anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
And honestly, who knows if I would have made some of those decisions, it probably would have went a different way, But, hey, at the time, it was cool, man.
Yeah.
But who's going to be home to scare all of your daughter's suitors away?
Nobody. So that's why I had to make that decision to stay there and scare
Fuck
the
my
shit out.
daughter, please.
Look at my fine daughters.
You can have your pick.
Yeah. But no, comedy's been really good, man. I've met a lot of cool people.
Hell yeah.
Like you guys, been cool.
Yeah.
You guys just as old as me. Sometimes
Yeah,
I'm in the
I remember
club.
back in the day when I
I'm
first
younger.
started, I feel like you were around
Yeah.
for
How old are you?
years.
I'm 42.
I'm 49.
Yeah,
He's Alex is 49.
You
48.
49?
48.
You trying to give him an extra year?
close enough. Halfway there.
Are you the baby, AJ?
I'm 53.
Looks great. He's looking the same for 30 years.
I'm 33,
Yeah.
but I look old, so it's
Yeah, I remember there was a time where I was the youngest person in the club because there was a bunch of old. You guys remember Round Guy?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Round Guy was MCing back in the day, and
Oh, yeah.
all this other stuff. And I was a young guy, but now I'm the old guy. So when I go in the club, I feel weird because all these young people
I know.
hanging out and everything. So I always feel good when I see Toll and you guys. Come in.
Yeah.
These old fuckers. Yeah, let me go hang out with
Yeah.
them and talk about 90s sitcom shows.
And then you see Dwayne Clark, and you're like, we're all young.
Dwayne Clark is the only person I know to wear the ascot.
Yeah.
What is the thing that
Ascot.
Ascot. There you go.
Uh-huh.
Like that is cool as shit, dude. I am not old and white enough to wear an ascot.
Not yet.
No.
Not yet.
Mm,
But he pulls it off.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
he does.
No, literally, he pulls it off when he's done. I'm like,
Yeah.
Snap off.
Done whacking off.
so nope, a lot of cool things. What about you guys? What do you guys think has been cool up to this point? Other than me being on No Sleep.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah.
Take that one.
I mean, I don't know.
A lot of big shows with the boys.
Yeah.
Like at Woolies and stuff like that. Yeah, we'll have to get you on a No Sleep stand-up show, Danny.
Okay. I'm available, believe it or not. So look me
Right.
up.
As long as you're not with Rob Schneider that night.
And you know, I sat and thought about it for a second. You know, I've known that dude for like 15 years. Which is
Yeah, I mean,
crazy as shit.
I did know. I mean, didn't you go to his wedding?
I did.
Yeah.
And that was a surprise because
Yeah.
for the most part, it's like I know dude, but I didn't think I knew dude.
Yeah, sure.
And we're sitting there one day and we get this, I don't know, it looked like a goddamn big piece of paper that came in the mail.
Big scroll.
Yeah. Hear ye.
Yes.
And I remember opening it up. My wife was like, "What is that?" It was like, looks like a wedding invitation. She was like, "Who do you know? Whose wedding you going to?" And opened up, it was just like Rob Snyder. It's like, oh shit.
It's a Danny, Danarino,
Yeah.
the big Dan man.
So it was a cool thing.
Danny.
It was very unexpected, but it was cool as shit.
That's awesome. Now he's a big weirdo. That's all right.
Yeah. Yeah, when was the last time you talked to Rob?
I talk to him on a regular basis. I
Oh,
keep in
nice.
contact with him. So don't talk about my friend. Don't call him weird.
I won't. I mean,
I saw he
won't.
opened for Sandler when he's in town earlier this year, and he's saying "It's Now or Never" by Elvis. Brought the house down.
Nice.
It was
Elvis
amazing.
on a fish hook thing or whatever. Isn't that like one of the things he does where he does some sort of Elvis impression?
Yeah, I know he does. He has
That's-
a whole.
It's like he does like a fish hook, and then that's like what makes his lips
Makes his
stick
lip
up.
go up?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was like some small thing I remember. Didn't mean to bring you to a screeching halt.
No,
folks,
no,
but-
I don't.
No, very
No.
cool.
Yeah, isn't Kevin James a great singer too? Isn't that something that came out from these shows?
I don't know.
Alex, comment. I swear you told me. That.
No, I know. I'm trying to think. He fake played the guitar in one show, and I can't remember if he sang in the other one. I think he did. Can't remember what he sang though. Was he a great singer? I don't remember that, but
Did you see him twice
God damn.
in the same year?
yeah.
Huh.
Who, Kevin James?
Sandler.
Sandler.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because he announced his tour, and I got us tickets to see it in Nashville because I'd never been in Nashville. And I'm like, it's just my one chance to see Adam Sandler. So I went and did that. It was fantastic. And then like 3 months later, he's like, he's coming to Des Moines now. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, well, I guess I'll go to that too.
Was it pretty much the same show?
It was, I would say, 60 or 70% the same.
I mean, that's quite a bit of change.
How is the show?
Oh, amazing.
Is-
Way better than you would. I didn't have really any expectation. And it was great.
Oh, after his special,
Yeah,
I was
his
like, this
special
dude
was
is fucking like.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think his 10-second jokes are fucking killers. I don't know. Blew me away. His special.
Yeah, I wonder if he strikes me as a guy that would be open to letting people write for him. So I don't know. I wonder how much of it like he writes versus.
Oh, like Sandler's stand-up.
yeah, just any
Yeah.
of it really, even the songs.
Well, yeah, he brings a guy along with him that plays the piano, and they write songs together.
Okay.
Oh,
Some like the other guy will write, or they'll write together. Sandler does some, but yeah, it's a group effort.
Sometimes Sean Astin shows up in a mesh shirt. That's one of my favorite.
I'm not on
characters.
steroids.
Yeah. The brother from
Yeah,
51st
yeah.
Date. Yeah. And then at the end, like they're doing that classic little like newspaper clipping ending.
Yeah.
And he gets busted for steroids. It was just so funny because I was like post Lord of the Rings and all that,
Yeah.
Sam and Frodo
Yep.
shit for Sean Astin. Yeah. Did you ever meet anyone that made you starstruck, Danny? Did Rob Schneider strike you?
Oh, I met Adam Sandler.
You met Adam Sandler?
Yeah, that went bad.
Oh no.
Really?
Because I think I told you this
You're like
story. Or I told
Sandman.
somebody. It's almost like I tried to play it too cool.
Yeah,
and it
yeah.
came off as being dickish, probably. And it's just like
I've been
ugh.
there.
I
Yeah.
just should have been like, oh, Adam Sandler. I just been freaking out just like
Yeah.
a regular fanboy or some shit.
Yeah.
You know, so we were at the wedding and we're kind of looking around and it's like, oh, we recognize that person. Oh, they've been in that movie. You know how you recognize
Yep,
the face, but you
yep.
don't know who they are all the
Yeah.
time. And sure enough, me and my wife standing there and Adam Sandler and his wife Jackie kind of walk up and they say, hey, I'm Adam. This is my wife Jackie. I go, hey. He said, okay. He's like, all right. He's like, see ya. And then he walked away.
All right. Well,
I couldn't come up with anything clever.
Yeah.
It's like in my mind, I'm telling you, I probably went through 7 things like be cool, don't freak
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
I should say something funny. No, he wouldn't think that's funny. That'd be corny. Oh, I should do this. And it's like, no, Rob
Danny
probably
bombed
pissed.
with
And then
Adam
all of a
Sandler.
sudden,
Yeah.
he just left. It's like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, you're like, fuck this guy. Rude ass guy. Does he know who the fuck I am?
And see, and that was the main question at the wedding. Everybody would ask, like, "Oh, how do you know Rob? How do you know Rob?" And of course, like a week later, I was like, "Oh, you know what I should have said?" I was like, "Hey, how do you know Rob?" That'd
oh
be
yeah,
hilarious.
yeah. That would have
Fucked
been
up.
hilarious.
Yeah, I thought it'd been
It's a
hilarious.
home punching yourself in the face.
I missed the opportunity.
I could have been in those fucking movies.
Yeah.
I could have been in Uncut Gems.
Hey,
I could have been Shaq's part.
You
in
know,
the
you know
Grown-Ups.
what? As I sit there, no, you know what part I would have been in if I would have got a chance? I would have been that one black dude in Happy Gilmore that said, "Shooter's gonna choke." That's all he said. Hey, Happy, you got it. Shooter's gonna choke. That's it. And you didn't see him anymore the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
But he had that one
That's my
line.
favorite
That'd been me.
Yeah.
Damn.
She was gonna choke. I think you could have been Chubbs, man.
Oh,
I don't know if I could have pulled that off.
Carl Weathers.
he
Carl
had
Weathers,
that.
yeah.
That was funny as hell, dude.
Maybe
They're working on a new one. They're working on a new one. Maybe we can get in on
They
that.
are.
They working on a new
Happy,
Gilmore?
Happy
yeah.
Gilmore too.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Man, that's gonna be a lot to live up to. I fucking love that first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might be my favorite Adam Sandler movie.
Do you guys find that a lot of the remakes or the part 2s live up to the first ones?
It depends on the movie.
Fury
I guess.
Road was pretty
I
good.
fucking love Fury Road. I love Furiosa. I don't know.
I would say a lot of the times when I look at the original and then they come out with parts, other than Toy Story. Toy Stories, even though
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
those movies are great, Stretch or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's like you can't mess with the original. You're trying to do
Yeah.
a part 2 and you're messing it
Jurassic
up.
Park 2 was all right.
Yeah.
It was okay. It was weird.
Yeah.
But
I feel like sequels are better now than they used. Now everybody, it's like every movie is just leading into another movie anyway.
Bonerama 2.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Except if it's a movie that hasn't been out in like 20 or 30 years. And now we're going to make another one. You're like, oh, please.
Now,
don't.
hey, look, everyone's old. Yeah.
Top Gun Maverick was very
That,
That was
an
good.
That was
exception.
good.
Yeah,
I liked
that-
it better than the original.
Yeah, I would argue I liked it better as well.
Yeah.
See, I would say I thought, well, you guys are on the opposite side. I always thought the 2s were bad because I think it was a money grab. First
Hey,
of all,
well, I think
they
it
put a lot
used
of
to
heart
be.
into
It
it.
definitely used to be.
Yeah.
I think like 80s and 90s, that's kind of all it was.
Yeah,
and
just
then
throw it out
when
there.
superhero movies started being like, we're trying to make 12 of these. So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Now they really stink.
Because they used to be, sometimes sequel, like when you get to like Jaws 3 or Superman
yeah.
3, or
Yeah.
like, you're like,
Police
damn.
Academy 8.
Yeah.
I could have been in that.
Police Academy 8, they're in Moscow. Like, why is the
Yeah.
United States
Yeah.
Police Department
Yeah.
over in Moscow?
And they're all still trainees for some reason. This guy's 80. Yeah.
Almost out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. Never thought that.
Yeah.
I got a chance
They
to
made a
open
lot
up for, what's the dude that does sound?
Michael Winslow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's cool as shit.
Yeah.
Did he do those sounds like in just regular conversation with you?
That would be hilarious.
You're like, I'm sorry, I'm getting static.
Yeah.
Like I can see you doing
I think a
that.
helicopter's flying over our head.
No, that would have been funny though. No, he was a cool, light-spoken guy. He didn't really talk that much.
I'm kind of not surprised by that.
He was really careful with his voice. He always was drinking lemons and lemon something, and he whispered a lot. Yeah, he didn't use his voice unless he had to.
That's his moneymaker.
I saw him on some clip of him on an English talk show covering a Led Zeppelin song with just his voice. It was fucking crazy.
Yeah,
all the instruments,
doing the electric guitar,
a whole lot of
and
love.
the singing.
He does the whole thing.
Yeah,
that'd be fucking badass.
it's crazy, dude. Yeah.
If I would have turned the TV in my laptop on, I would pull it up right now and make people watch us listen to it.
You know what I was thinking about when I was watching you guys? You guys are up for suggestions on different things.
I would love to hear it, Dave.
I would like if you guys somehow set up like a monitor, so sometimes there's some shit you're talking about. Like if you're talking about the Hot 2 girl and people are not familiar with it, you show her and then you just bust chops almost like a ridiculousness type feel.
Yeah.
Like not all the time, but if it's something
We were
that's like,
doing it for a little bit where we'd have preloaded video clips, but I was struggling with some of the tech stuff.
Yeah.
So, but I think we'll get there eventually. I'm still learning, and I'm trying to find if anyone knows anyone I could hire, even like over Zoom or something, to help me with some stuff on high level OBS live streaming multicam shit.
I don't even.
you
Bing
love
bong, bing bong.
Yeah, exactly. They're all just kind of words.
Yeah.
But
High
OBS
level OBS.
specifically. Yes.
No, it's
Got
just
it.
like when you guys talk about stuff or some of the clips I say, like, dude, if they showed it, that'd be killer because then they just keep cracking up the whole time.
Yeah.
Funny shit, dude.
Who would have get? Not to start talking about the Hawk Tua girl, but that shit is fucking bananas. How she's still around? Like I thought she would have. It would have faded
really?
out by now.
Well,
People are still talking
I
about
had
it.
no, she ain't gonna fade out. I heard an interesting take on it.
Yeah.
Is that a woman can act like a whore and get that much attention.
Yeah.
But if a guy did the same thing,
Yeah.
he would be canceled. I can't remember who said it, but if a guy would have said, "Yeah, I like when a woman hawk two on me," it's like,
Yeah.
dude, you're gross.
I thought you were saying like,
creepy.
Please.
I
Yeah.
thought you were saying if a guy said he hawked to us on a dick, I'd be like, that might kind of work.
Yeah.
He might blow up.
Yeah.
Well, I did do this joke recently where I talked about hawk two only works for men. Because I tried to hawk two on my wife and gave her a UTI. That was a good thing.
Yeah.
Threw
A
off
lot
the
of
pH.
Yeah.
I really got the hawk two.
Got like the snot.
That's what.
It's the hawk part that they'll get you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't really need the hawk part.
Hawk to us, spit on that thing.
And then-
Like I have it, even the way she says it. Yeah,
Yeah, her
memorized,
accent adds to it. And then the killing part is probably like a couple of days ago, I seen on Reels, because I look at a lot of TikTok and Reels.
Oh, yeah.
There was a woman on there that was topping the hawk to a girl. Afterwards, you have to remind me, I'll show it to you. She was going, she had the hands going, telling me all the stuff she does.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Jesus Christ, she just whoring it out, ain't you?
That's what I think is what else is weird about it is like no one's ever like you've never heard of this before. Have you ever watched porn?
Yeah. It's called,
I mean like
we called it sloppy topping in my day.
yeah. I mean like it's not new. Yeah.
Right.
This isn't a new concept.
Yeah.
Just I guess you're the first person to ever
5000.
Yeah.
I think the thing that made her blow up like she did was just her honesty.
Yeah.
And just her candid. She just
Yeah.
said. It
And
wasn't
her
like-
laughing right after
Right.
like
Yeah.
cracking up right after she said
It wasn't, planned beyond
Right.
that
Yeah.
split second before she said it.
It was
kinda-
so honest.
Yeah, so organic.
Yes.
It was grassroots.
Yeah.
That's why we like it.
Finally, a hero we can believe in.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hawk Tua for president.
Yeah, I say nobody better shoot her.
Yeah. At least not with a gun.
Hey-oh.
The old icing gun.
Yeah.
You're gonna look like a toaster strudel when I'm done with you.
Oh man.
All right, I gotta go. I'm sorry.
3, 1, drink.
Oh, well, here you go, Danny.
Hey, she was a hoe.
Did you ever get into The Sopranos, Danny?
Yeah, I watched all them episodes. Me and my wife used to watch the hell out of some Sopranos, man.
Nice.
Although, what did you guys think about the ending? It's always been debated on what the ending was like, good or bad.
I
I
think
just rewatched it all the way through, like over the last year, finished like a month ago. And I'm not as mad at it as I used to be.
right.
I'm fine with it now. I think it's good.
Of
Because it's
not knowing?
ambiguous, correct?
Oh, spoiler alert. My bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been out for a while.
I don't think there was a satisfying way to end a show that ran that long, that was that consistently good, to be like, hey, now he's dead, or he made it, or whatever. Because he was never good.
Right.
And the more you watch it, you're like, oh, he's fucking bad.
Right.
He is not a good dude. So if you killed him, you would have been disappointed. And if he made it, you'd kind of be like, oh, that's kind of fucked up, too.
Right.
So I think that was like, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
You live
it's kind of
imagination.
kind of as ambiguous as he was as a
Yeah,
character.
and he loved
almost.
classic rock, so ending it with a Journey song was like, all right.
But people always have these theories on what happened, and there was a theory that he got shot
Yeah.
because somebody did a breakdown of the clip, how everything was from first person of him looking at the bell and him looking at this and looking at the people across the table, and then at the last moment, it was not him looking at anything anymore.
Yeah.
It
So
just
it
goes
was like,
black.
yeah, it just goes black.
That's what
Should
they
be
had
like-
said earlier in the series. They said, "What I wonder what it's like, when it happens, and like you don't see it coming, and then it just goes to black."
Yeah.
That's what happened. So
Yeah, and that's what a lot of
Yeah.
people say.
It makes it, I wonder if they've, like, I mean, you don't know. Like, would they have shot
Now
his
he's getting
kids?
hocked to it in heaven. You know what I mean?
Yep. By young Italian ladies.
That was something else that Tony was not an attractive dude. By
But the
means.
ladies
wasn't a
love
looker.
Tony, man.
They did.
Yeah. The biggest pussy hound in New Jersey is what everybody called him on the show.
Even Big
Yeah,
Pussy was
yeah.
like a big ass dude.
Yeah.
But they were all apparently power does make somebody attractive.
Yeah. I don't know. The ladies, I mean, it's like, you think that Tony Soprano's like a good looking dude?
He was
Like,
bald.
there's
He was
something
fat.
about him. Yeah.
Yeah.
He did have a sturdiness to him. I will
Certainly
say,
a stocky,
like
burly
like a
gangster.
bear of a man.
when he'd like push Christopher up against a wall,
Yeah.
you could like feel like he would fucking throw you up against the wall pretty
Yeah.
easy. They didn't have to like put him on a string and yank him back
Yeah.
or whatever. It's like I think Gandolfini's a big fucking guy.
Yeah.
Michael Imperioli was like, "Hey, can you like tone it down a little bit?
Yeah.
Knock
I'm
the
a
wind out."
theater guy.
Yeah.
Take it easy, Tony.
I would definitely say he had a presence.
For sure.
Yeah, great actor.
Did you guys ever watch The Wire?
I
not.
didn't.
I
I
didn't
started
either.
it.
What?
I know.
I don't know.
What?
The
I
first
know.
2 episodes, this was long in my, like, I was probably like in my mid 20s. I was like, damn, those were kind of boring. And I just never watched it again. And I hear I should watch it because it's like supposed to be the
I
best
know.
show ever made.
I really need to do that too.
I would definitely tell you, talking about HBO shows. In fact, HBO used to be my jam back in the day when I was growing up.
Of course.
But I watched The Wire. I think, once again, I was bored. I watched a couple of episodes.
Yeah.
And I would agree it was kind of boring, but I identified with a lot of the
Right,
stuff they were
right.
doing because it was kind of about urban and hood and all this other stuff. But about time they got into it and the characters started to come to life, that was a good goddamn show, dude.
Yeah.
Man. And I can't remember, it was, you guys wouldn't know who it is, but it was one dude on there. Oh, shit. I can't remember what they called him, but he was like the best character ever. Black dude, big bug eyes.
Oh, Michael. I know who you're talking about. He's on a lot of.
He was on Boardwalk Empire.
Michael, what the fuck is his
White.
name? Yeah, I think that is
Michael
it.
Jai White.
He passed away.
No,
he
that's-
passed away though.
That's the karate guy.
He
Yeah,
died a couple years ago.
Michael. He's a good
But
actor.
he was really
Yeah.
good. And
Talk
his-
like this, kind of.
Yeah, and his
yeah.
his character in there was unbelievable and unstoppable. He scared the shit out of
Omar.
everybody. Omar.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
that. I mean,
Yeah, that's the
Omar,
character's
yes.
name. Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, it's a good show. If you guys get a chance, go check it out.
It's about Baltimore, right?
Yeah, it's taking place in Baltimore.
Yep.
And you guys had to see Breaking Bad, right?
Yep.
I did. Yeah.
We back to white.
I
shows.
finally finished that.
Now we're talking, Daniel.
Have you guys seen the Partridge Family? Of course, the Waltons, the
Brady
House on the
Bunch?
Prairie, Leave the Beaver, all of them.
Good times? No.
Married with children. Martin.
217. No, I haven't seen that.
227.
227.
217.
Yeah. That's right.
You're
I've seen the
disinvited
Cosby
with-
Show, Danny. What do you think of that?
You know what? The
I saw Soul Train.
I'm surprised that everybody was all freaked out that Bill Cosby did anything like crazy. He was giving us clues in the show.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Just think about it. What kind of doctor was he?
He's a
Gynecologist.
He was looking at pussy.
And he
all
had
day
it,
in that show.
and his office was in his basement.
And it was in his basement. And his wife was what? A lawyer. He didn't need a lawyer. The signs were all there.
Michael Kenneth Williams is that.
There we go.
That's his
Michael,
name?
yeah, Michael Williams.
Man, we were way off with the white
Yeah.
part.
He played Chalky White. That's all.
Yeah.
Yep, and Boardwalk Empire.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, he was a good.
That was a
actor.
good show too.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, yeah, I enjoyed seeing Steve Buscemi in like a leading man kind of position.
Yeah, he normally played like character roles.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd
Yes.
always be like the B side to something, and he was great at that. Obviously, that too.
Yeah.
But it was interesting to see him kind of. And yeah, I thought he carried it pretty well, all things
Yeah.
considered.
He did
It
good.
gave guys who look weird hope, you know,
Yeah.
like myself.
Now, do you guys remember when HBO used to be all about sex?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sort of.
Sort of.
I remember when that Dream On show was on.
Oh yeah.
But it was like a sitcom, but every
Yep.
10 minutes there were tits.
Or he
And
had
was-
some kind of
yeah,
flashback. and-
Yeah. Or he'd imagine having sex with whatever girl he was talking to, and they would
Yeah.
show it happening.
That was a good show.
Yeah. I don't remember. I remember babysitting a kid when I was in fifth grade.
That was a good show.
I was in fifth grade and he was in second grade, and he was like, "We should watch this show." And I was like, "What is this show?"
Yeah.
I didn't have cable. And he was like, "It's called Dream On." And I was like, "Okay." And then I was like, "This is a good show." Yeah. I was like,
Pretty fucking good show.
Yeah.
Hey,
I was like 11 or whatever. And I was like, "This is all right." My kid also had an Atari Jaguar, which no one fucking had.
That's a rare one.
Yeah, it was like a 64-bit console before they were even on the table.
But everybody has it now with those new systems they got. They got like 40,000 games.
Yep.
in the stick.
Oh, yeah.
I got me one.
Did you?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah. It's all right. I mean, when I started playing it, I was overwhelmed. 40,000 games.
Oh, yeah,
and I'm
I
trying to
know.
play all of them in
Yeah.
1 hour is
Yeah.
damn near impossible.
Yeah.
And there was some games on there that, as a kid, I remember seeing like, oh, I wanted that game. I never played it.
Yeah.
And I get on there, and the worst thing about having an old retro game is not knowing how to play it and getting your ass kicked.
Yeah.
Because it's horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
I,
got-
played little Double Dragon.
I got a handheld one, and it had like 500 games on it. But there'd be like 15 games in a row with different names that were all pretty much the exact same game.
Pac-Man.
And they all fucking sucked.
Yes, Pac-Man.
Yeah, like, all right.
Pac-Man Jr.
Yeah. Miss Pac-Man.
Uncle Pac-Man.
Pac-Man,
Uncle
but sexy.
When he
Yeah.
chases the ghost. The baby ghost.
Yeah, it has a little boner.
Yeah.
I think they should have kept going on with Pac-Man. Just had a whole Pac-Man family.
Yeah.
Grandma Pac-Man.
Yeah.
The cougar.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they haven't
Creepy
made a
Uncle
Pac-Man,
Pac-Man.
movie.
Oh,
They don't have
yeah.
a Pac-Man movie?
No. But
Probably,
I guess you
it's
could,
probably in development right now.
that one, that Adam Sandler movie about the video games had
Pixel.
featured Pac-Man. Yeah.
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 Well, yeah, back to Sex in the City.
Oh,
Well, not
yeah.
Sex in the City.
Sex on HBO.
Sex on HBO. They
Real
had-
sex.
Real
Oh,
sex.
yeah, Real
That was
Sex.
it. Dude, they had so many episodes, and I
Zoom in on Danny's crotch for us. I think I see an eggplant.
here's a question: have you guys ever just talked about sex and got a hard on? Am I the only one?
On a
Me neither.
podcast, no.
On podcast, off podcast. Hey, I'm equal opportunity anywhere. So the thing is,
I've whacked off to like reading before.
no, I ain't talking about.
Yeah, I've done that.
I ain't talking about actually whacking off. I'm just saying there's been times that I've heard a story, been telling a story that's been so good that I start getting a little chub. You know,
Oh, yeah. I
I start
understand
getting a
that.
little stiff because
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I got a good imagination,
Yeah.
and it's
Maybe
like
a little too good.
Oh.
And so anyway, I used to watch the real sex things on HBO.
They'd have
And
some
it-
gross shit on there sometimes. too,
Not only
though.
gross, it'd be weird. It
Yeah.
was about,
Very weird.
There was
Yeah.
a couple I remember for sure. It was this some kind of camp or clinic that they had in the
Always.
middle of the
That's what it
desert
always
in
was.
Nevada. And they would just dig this hole like a little swimming pool, not that big kiddie pool. They fill it up with water, and they would just get in the goddamn pool and just rub each other in mud and just sex and
Yeah,
just
yeah.
in the mud. It's like, how is that a thing? Just in the mud?
That sounds pretty good.
It was like a documentary show called Real Sex, and it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
a look at like the sex lives of like regular
Yeah.
people in this. And it was always wild shit like that, where it's a bunch of gross hippies in the woods, like doing weird tantric stuff, and you're like, I don't want to see any of these people.
I
doing
remember
any of
that
this shit.
dude. We
This
talked
is
about
too
it.
real.
This looks like my dad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
On the podcast before, that dude doing the art of the penis or whatever, where he'd like
puppetry of the penis.
puppetry of the penis.
Oh, yeah.
And he'd like make a hamburger out of his dick and balls. And You'd be like, damn, that really looks like a hamburger. Yum, yum. No cheese, Danny. No cheese.
Unless it's toll.
He have his little stubble that look like the seeds of the bird.
Yeah, little sesame seeds.
I
That's
remember
really
that.
impressive. Yeah, it did let you in, especially as a young kid.
Oh,
I didn't
yeah.
know a ton about sex anyway, so this is like my education.
And I'm like, this is real. This is what this is all about.
Yeah.
I gotta find a bunch of gross white ladies and go into the woods. And
That explains
Have
Danny
mud
now.
wrestling sex.
That does.
Those old ladies? Wait a minute.
You got to have a mud wrestling sex match.
that's real.
Assert your dominance.
Yeah, and then of course the one that really stuck to my head also was the real doll.
Yeah.
Man, they had a life size
Yeah.
real doll
Back in the day too.
Back in the day,
Yeah.
and it had to cost like $2,000 or $3,000. Nowadays,
Oh, yeah.
I'm not saying I looked it up, but it's like $500 or something.
Dude,
like that.
and
They're pretty
just
cheap.
wait.
I'm not
Let-
saying I looked it up.
Yeah. Let AI do its business for about a couple years and be like, huh,
Let it cook.
real
you know?
dolls are going to start causing problems in marriages. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right about that.
She actually listens to me,
Yeah.
Deborah.
Yeah.
Did you guys? I think you talked about it on stage about real dolls and AI and everything
Yeah,
else.
like the Facebook Marketplace resale thing.
I went on there and I looked it up because once again I'm always interested in it. They did an actual interview with some of the people that was making the real dolls and the AI intelligence and everything else, and they had somebody like Katie Couric. It was like a famous like reporter
Right.
lady
Yeah.
that was doing it, and she sat down and she had a conversation with one of the real dolls as they were sitting there. She was like, the doll was like, I think you're nice. I think you're very fun to be with. I want to have sex with you. It's like everything is said. It always turned back around to
Yeah.
sex. And Katie Couric was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Gary's like, turn the cameras off.
Yeah.
I want to eat your pussy, kitty.
Hey, what's your favorite color? I would like to suck your titty.
I do like her.
Yeah. The perfect woman. Sorry, I'm sorry.
So yes, I love that.
Not during the Tolverine countdown. Come
No,
on.
no.
No. Let's clean it up, boys.
See, I haven't fucking. Sarah moved in on Monday. This is the longest I've gone without jacking off in my entire adult life.
What do you know?
Because I'm just getting you, and then I'm like, oh, by the time it's time to go to bed, I'm like, I'm fucking tired. I'm not going to whack it in the living room or the bathroom right
Sarah, I'll be right in there.
Yeah.
I'll be in a minute.
now. Yeah,
I gotta go to the
Then I
shed.
go to bed, and I'm like, oh,
So
she's asleep.
if I'm understanding this right, you jack off in the middle of your living room?
No, I haven't done it. I used
I'm
to
saying,
do it
but
in my bed.
you used to jack off in the middle of your living room?
No, I would do it in my bed.
Like laying back, just jacking off. Is that how you jack off? Just laying in your bed?
No, like on my side
On your
in the
side.
bed. Yeah,
Like in a fetal position?
yeah. How do you guys? Where are you guys jacking off?
I do it laying on my back.
Yeah.
I don't think I lay on the side that you cry.
I
when
mean, you
jack
look
off.
at my phone, and then I'm like,
You gotta
I mean, I
prop it up.
changed position. You got to find what you're gonna end with.
Sometimes I go on my stomach.
Yeah. And then you're like, oh,
freestyle.
and now there's another person in the bed.
It's like breakdancing.
Yeah.
I lay a piece of cardboard out.
Yeah.
I go,
Back spinning and shit.
I do a headstand.
So you jack
In the
off
middle of my
on your
living room.
side. Oh my goodness. I've never
Yeah.
heard.
I got
How
a
do
little
you
setup. I got to light candles, Danny.
I've jacked off a lot. I don't think I've ever jacked off on my side before. That's a weird position.
I don't think I have either, actually.
No, I don't. I can't even fathom doing that.
This might be
I mean, that's how I'm laying in my bed,
No, I
looking
get
at
it.
my phone.
I think this is one of those things like the
And then when
walking
you're, like,
thing,
finishing,
where it's
you're like, your
everyone
thing-
has their own style.
Yeah. Whatever you're going to finish on,
I prefer,
you lean over.
I
and
prefer
you're-
sit.
I mean, I had the one where because I got caught jacking off on my knees. So I mean, it was,
Yeah.
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 All right, Alex, spill it. Where you jack off?
Where?
No, how?
With his head's
on my back like a regular person. I never would occur to me to do it. I don't even.
with his legs behind his head.
yeah.
I don't know. You're making this seem a lot weirder than it is.
I put myself turn myself into a pretzel.
Oh, so it is weird.
I really don't think it is.
Oh, it is. Can we do a poll? You
Yeah,
do like
set-
a poll, set up a poll.
Yes.
I mean,
sound
you're
off in
doing-
the comments, live folks. Let us
Looking at
know.
my phone next to me. Yeah.
I think it's fine. I might try it tonight.
Yeah, I don't think it's that weird.
I'll report back.
What are you normally doing? Holding your phone up above you?
Yeah, I guess I do. I
No,
guess
you
I
have
kinda,
you have pop sockets. You kind of sit on the counter and you kind of
You're
Jack off
sitting
was-
down.
Yeah.
Oh,
See, I do it in bed
and he's
before
doing
I go
it in
to
the
sleep.
kitchen.
Yeah. I'm sitting at the bar stool at the island, you know what I'm saying?
That's weirder. Yeah.
With his readers.
Yeah.
Good time.
I mean, it's what I did before I went to bed my entire adult life.
That was your.
Give yourself a little melatonin, as it
Yeah.
were, you know?
What
would
would
you-
relaxation?
would you put like a sock on it or something?
Not on it, just near it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you come in the sock?
Yeah.
That is so gross.
Why? What do you come in?
Toilet paper.
Oh,
you can
no.
flush it down the toilet.
What about a stuffed
I mean,
leopard?
we learned that I'm pretty gross. I come in those. Yeah.
You're my wife now.
Yeah. We're married now.
Yeah.
And you know what?
All right, you can move in.
Yeah.
Here's the
You
question.
can whack off here if you want. Dave's not home.
Here's the question, and I think we already know the answer. What is more natural, taking a shit or jacking off?
I think they're equivalent. Not equivalent.
Wrong.
Yeah, simultaneous.
Wrong. No, 100%. Jacking off is more natural than taking a shit. Here's the question. You ready? I'm
Yeah.
gonna give it to you.
All right.
Okay.
When you was taking a shit, did someone teach you where to take a shit at? Did somebody teach you how to wipe your ass? Did somebody
yeah.
potty train you?
They
yes. When it comes
Your
to
dad didn't teach you how to jack off, dude?
he did not.
He was like, grab your socks, son. Yeah. Get on your side and get going.
That's how I know you have this. That's how I know. Because guess what?
I was like, thanks, Dad.
Dad, you're
See you
the
later.
best.
Yeah. Then he died.
I got to run to the store and grab some milk.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Because just think about it. Now that you bring up that point, who told you where to jack off? Who told you how to jack off or what jack off to? Nobody. You
That's
figured that
true.
shit
Oh, yeah.
out.
All young boys are like, I just invented the greatest thing ever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So jacking
Yeah.
off is more natural than taking a shit. Somebody has
All
to
right.
teach you how to take a shit.
Well,
Nobody has
take
to
a
teach
shit properly.
Yeah.
Because otherwise,
I mean,
you can
I was
just shit in
shitting
your
my
pants.
pants,
Yeah.
I was pretty good at shit in my pants. Not to brag.
I had that wrapped. I was a goddamn shit like savant.
Man, have you seen the clip? This is totally of that dude. I think we already talked about this on the pod. That dude that said that he caught his shit, and all the other women on the podcast were like, "What are you talking
He
about?"
grabbed and did what?
And he was like,
Like
he's like,
he
"You
would
don't
catch
catch your dookies." And they're like, "What?"
Oh, I
they're
did
like,
see
"This
that.
conversation is going to make me throw up." And he's like, "Are you telling me you shit right in the toilet?" And they're like, "What?" Yeah. And the dude is catching his poops with the
And then
toilet
what?
paper.
Laying them?
Yeah, and they're like, "So what do you?" He's like, "You wash your hands," and they're like, "Oh my god!" Yeah,
No shit.
That's the
Yeah.
same way I feel today about the jacking off on the side thing. That's how I feel. On the side?
Yeah.
What? You lay on the side?
yeah. I mean, I do it laying down too.
Hey,
Change
just
position.
Do
Yeah.
me one favor. Just try doing it and land on your back. Just straight
I do
up,
that.
Like
Sometimes you like to feel how much comes out right on your belly. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I said. I said like a little,
Yeah.
like a old paper towel.
Then you grab a dirty sock and wipe it up.
Zone.
Yeah.
you don't use
It's
a
like a
sock,
little-
AJ? You use a paper
Nah,
towel?
I use like a little lobster bib, like,
That's my special jack off bib.
and then I hang it up.
It's got a picture of a dick on it.
Don't waste the drop.
With a
That's all.
smile. Oh man.
I probably had, now I'm gonna be self conscious, but now I have a whack off towel. Actually, it's one
Yeah.
that's like stored away. I wash it,
Stored away.
but you know what I mean.
Only for
Kept in a
jacking
little
off.
hazmat bag.
Yeah, that way it doesn't get mixed into like the guest bath towels and such.
Doesn't
you
go
know?
out of general
Right,
population.
exactly. But yeah, I just give that a wash
I will
like
pick
once a
a
week.
clean sock I don't wear very often. That'll be like the sock
my good
for a
sock.
little while.
And then you throw it away, then you
Yeah.
wash it.
No,
and
I'll
try.
wash it, but I never. It'll be a sock I never wear.
Do you
so I
take it
know.
out to dinner first at least?
I do.
Show it a nice time.
So here's the question. Before you wash it, how many loads do you blast in it first?
Well, I mean, it depends on the day, Danny.
That's
We
almost
talked
like a-
before where I've been breaking records. These
That is
guys
like
couldn't
the
believe.
That's
Yeah,
a
land
handkerchief
speed
with
records.
Yeah.
I figure the older you get, you just bust loads and handkerchiefs. like old dudes. You plug your nose and
Handkerchiefs.
fucking
Put it back in your pocket.
Yeah.
Check your stock. Little pocket watch.
I see it. It's time to jack off. High noon.
Oh man.
This is why they tune in, Danny. They learn so much about us.
Yeah.
I have learned a lot about Toad. Jesus Christ, dude. That is odd.
I don't think it's that odd.
I am definitely going to look at that poll when it comes up. I want to know how many people do it on the side. Here's the option: side, back, sit.
You finish. I finished on my side. Yeah.
Do you start somewhere else?
I mean, I can go in all different directions.
Start on all fours.
Yeah. yeah.
Okay, that's weirder than the side. I agree. Yeah, all fours would be weird.
No, I mean,
but I might try it just
all
to see.
three.
That would be
maybe.
weird.
all three because one
New
arm is doing the
horizons,
jacket.
you know.
If you did it on all fours, then you wouldn't need any toilet paper or sock. You just be right over the toilet and just come right in the toilet.
There you
straight
go.
I've
up.
done that before, like at a friend's house type situation, like staying in the night. I just couldn't. I had to get it out.
Oh yeah.
And so I just kind of like had to point it down, but like while busting, which is tough because you're like, you know, it's wild.
If it had tiled floors, I would just wipe it up afterwards.
Yeah, I've had a couple
the mop out.
accidents.
It is amazing how somehow we got
Dudes
our
are
way
fucking
to
gross.
dicks.
Oh, it always
I
happens.
know.
Danny.
I know.
We end up to dicks. All right.
It's not like us, Shiloh. You just see her little eyes like a meerkat above.
Trying to disassociate while we're.
Yeah, full fugue
Shiloh's
state
floating out somewhere in the street right now.
in her happy place.
She floats back.
I need
we still
this
talking about
$40.
dicks.
Yeah, we don't pay her enough yet. You know? That's why patreon.com/NoSleepDSM. So we can keep paying Shiloh, folks.
Yeah. She earns it all.
That's right.
Awesome job.
I
Is there anything else you do, Toad, that's weird?
Probably, according to you. Yeah.
You don't eat cheese on your cheeseburgers, not both of them.
yeah.
And then you jack off on your side.
Yeah.
And your house used to smell like smoking pet store.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Like a cigar store.
Like
you
a
can smoke in.
VFW pet
Dude,
store.
All right, I tell you what, I would bump all applications. Me and you just do a fucking 2-minute bit on stage. Me and you just we just talk about you. And I'm just make fun
It'll
of
just
you.
be called Toll Surprises Danny T.
What? That is crazy shit.
Oh man, that's crazy.
It's going to be called.
You use a
He.
loofah? Yeah. What the fuck? Yeah.
You
When
bust
worlds
3 loads.
collide.
You bust 3 loads to the socks. Wash it. That's gross.
That is crazy.
Would you ever use a church socks, or do you just use straight gym socks? Church socks would be.
Oh, no, just
like
gym
dress
socks. Yeah,
Like
yeah.
those thin, long ones.
Yeah,
No.
they're like soaked.
Like a
through.
dress sock. No. I wouldn't use that.
Nice.
I mean,
A nice gold toe.
It ain't gonna be gold no more.
Those gold toe, I hate
Tarnished.
gold toe socks, and I have some.
Oh.
I will frequently use a gold toe sock because I don't wear them.
Why?
You have
I don't like the
disdain for
little
gold
thing
toe.
that thing at the end.
The ridge.
Yeah, I don't like the ridge at the end, and they're so tough compared to other socks. They're not as soft as other socks, gold toe socks.
Like, look, I just jizzed all over myself. I need a little comfort over here.
Yeah.
Jeez, got a ridge in this sock and everything.
I'm talking about the
Damn.
wear.
Yeah.
I jizz on the gold toe sock.
Yes. Because there's no use in wearing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just, yeah.
I found out recently, speaking of ridges, so you know that like kind of zipper that goes down your balls?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that the testicles are actually in 2 separate compartments. And that's actually what the separation is.
Right.
They're like it's like they have one of those Japanese paper doors
Yeah.
between the 2 balls. I didn't know that. I thought they were both like free range, just kind of
I did too.
swimming around on like a cord apiece.
Because you hear about people
Yeah.
that get balls twisted.
Yeah.
How can they get twisted? if
Yeah,
they're
I think it's like
That's
the
good. That's
compartments.
really
Yeah.
bad for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they are like in their own little separate like pocket.
Learn something new
And that's
every
what
day.
that little
That's having to do
like
with
zipper
Duke.
down your
Yeah.
balls is.
Dude, I went to
And if
high
you do
school
get
with.
tangled up, you just unzip it and you.
Yeah. You go, it's like a
Twist them
tether
back.
ball.
Yeah.
God damn it! You're trying to get it around.
Yeah.
Dude, you guys, it's fun as shit, dude. It's hilarious.
Yeah. We actually, it's about time for us to start landing the no sleep plane.
Oh,
It's
shit.
not far off from an hour 45 already.
Holy
Damn,
crap.
dude. I can
What I
listen
do
to
with my
Toad
phone?
all day, dude.
Yeah.
This motherfucker.
That's why we have the podcast, you know.
Jeez. I'm gonna have to go back and listen to other shit that you said. Like, this can't be the craziest shit you said.
Oh no!
I think you guys just let it slide over your head. Like, oh, that's told. We don't give a shit. Like, fuck that.
That was the first time I ever heard the whacking off on the side thing.
Yeah.
You brought it out of him.
I guess.
That's why
I didn't think it was that weird.
Show.
Yeah.
Coming to Christopher September 2024.
Enjoy your lobster. We got some stories for you.
You know, Toll wax off on us.
That's how the show starts. Oh, y'all know Toll.
Just cold.
So we all know Toll, right?
This motherfucker don't eat no cheese on his cheeseburger. He jack off on his side.
At Christopher's, a lot of people probably would.
That's true.
Toll, they'd be like, I know that guy.
Yeah.
Come learn some things with Danny T about Toll.
Yeah.
And he jacks off in his truck, driving to work. That's what he do.
Toll calls that the kickstand. That's what Dave Bowman from afar put it in. I think that's talking about the whacking off.
The kickstand. That's hilarious.
And someone just said, I've learned too much.
Probably my niece.
Yeah.
Oh man!
I love it. It's on video, going live out to the world.
Yeah.
Perfect.
It's safe on the internet. Don't worry.
So you actually have a name for your position. That's good. I don't know who did it, but they gave you a name.
Oh, the kickstand.
Yeah, Dave Bowman.
Kickstand Mason.
Yeah.
Oh, the kickstand Mason.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
I mean, you could call it like the coat hanger.
Yeah.
Anything.
Why would that be the coat hanger?
Because you're on the. You could hang something off it because I'm on my side.
Right.
Your dick's that big.
She.
He's just trying to pump himself up. We actually call it the coat hanger. Okay.
Yeah. Toll's got a nice hog on him.
He's the Milton Berle of the Des Moines comedy scene.
Everybody pull their dicks out.
Oh, great. The day Danny comes.
Yeah. Shit. Danny T. I know you're on Instagram.
Yeah.
Danny T spelled T-double-E, by the way. If I remember correctly.
And Danny's with an I-E. A lot of people want
Yeah.
to throw that Y on there. That's the white way to spell it.
Yeah.
I spell it the girl way, the I-E. And then also I got TikTok. I'm trying to like catch up.
Oh,
technology. I know.
Danny T on
TikTok.
Danny
I got-
TikToks.
Here's the great part about it. So,
T-Talks.
I've had TikTok for about, I don't know, 4 years, 3 years, whatever it is. And the thing is, in those 4 years, I probably posted 4 or 5 videos.
Yeah.
And lately, I've just posted 10, like in the last 2 weeks.
Mm.
And I got 3 followers from that shit.
Oh,
Jesus Christ. So if you're listening and you want to see some comedy from me, go on to TikTok and be my friend.
Danny's a very, very funny stand-up comedian.
Yep.
If he's ever in your town, in a place near you, definitely go see him. Very funny guy. Great comedy teacher as well.
Yeah, I'm teaching classes. I got my first private lesson scheduled. Yeah.
private comedy lesson.
I know. Somebody through word
What's
of
the
mouth.
way to make a comedy class even weirder? Do a private one.
Come into the dojo.
That would be
in my
tough.
basement?
Yeah, I'm gonna hang out in my garage.
No, through word of
Get
mouth.
high on paint.
Through word of mouth, somebody just told the guy I do classes, met with him. He said, "Yeah, I'm up.
Okay.
Do it."
I think that's great. Yeah, and once the new Tees is back, well, we'll do the classes again, which I'm sure Danny will be running.
Oh yeah,
once again.
But I want to make sure to get Toll in there so we can
absolutely
build up on some material. I look so forward to it. Jesus.
You should
I
bring
wanna
in
learn so
Toll
much.
as a special guest because he brings in guests usually.
Dude, I will. After this conversation, there's so much stuff to learn about Toll. I am so amazed. Hey, the
Toll wax off on his side.
the great part about Toll is that he doesn't even know how funny and different it is. He thinks it's very normal, which is fucking hilarious. Like, this is normal. Everybody doesn't fucking do this. No.
Toll's a unique guy.
I guess so.
How do you stand up or stay sitting down when you wipe your ass, Danny? After a poop?
I have to stand up. I don't know if you noticed. I'm a big ass dude. My hand can't fit in between the toilet and my ass.
I also stand up.
I have to. No way.
What?
You sit down and wipe your ass?
I don't want to talk about this.
It's like you let me there for a reason, so I'm only to believe. Like if everybody else stands up, there's only got to be one person that doesn't stand up.
Yeah.
That's
another. That's another.
I go grab my
Oh,
caps,
my
Danny.
goodness.
Yeah. One of my first jokes.
I actually didn't remember that you.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
I actually thought I was trying to get the heat off you because I thought I was the weird one for standing up. I thought Danny was going to be a sit down guy.
Do you sit down?
Absolutely.
So
That's
you
it.
two sit.
Yeah.
And you stand.
It would
Yeah.
never occur to me to stand up. That seems like a terrible idea.
So how do you get your hand underneath your ass?
I can do it. No problem.
Like through the front?
No.
How?
You go around back.
So that's standing or tilting.
It's
You have to-
tilting. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm not.
Oh.
I'm imagining standing up.
Oh, you talking about like standing up like I'm saluting somebody to wipe my
Yeah.
ass? No, you do that?
Wait.
Wait. You guys pull your pants all the way down to pee? That's normal, right?
At the urinal.
You greet the person next to you and you go, hey, good looking dick.
Yeah.
That's what I do too.
Captain?
Yeah. Ahoy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually pee on my side too.
Yeah.
And shit in urinals.
We're learning so much.
And the funny point is, I believe you. I don't think you're joking.
I prefer to
never know.
stand up and then go outside, wipe my ass.
I prefer to wipe my ass
Yeah.
at 3:00 every day.
Yeah. That's right. I hose myself off.
I am learning so much. I can just sit here and learn shit about you guys, man. That is interesting.
We'll
shit.
definitely have to have you back, Danny.
Oh,
you
fun.
were a funny guest, my friend. It was a good time.
Yes, it was very fun. I appreciate being on, man.
Yeah,
Thanks
dude.
a lot.
Danny Span on TikTok, Danny T Talks.
That's right. And I have a website. I'm old school. Danny
Nice.
T Comedy.
Nice.
Ooh.
.org or what is it?
It's .com.
I own, well, Sarah owns
Yeah, that's right.
TollMcGrain.com, but I don't.
We don't know what she's
Do
going
you
to do
have
with
anything
the
on there yet?
I used to. There used to be a clip going.
We got some
constantly.
ideas tonight.
But yeah.
exactly.
You should just put on there.
JackingOnYourSide.com.
Hey, go
It's going to rewrite
Go
it.
get it. What's going?
We'll rename it.
Yeah. It's going to be in the bio section. Venmo at Tobocop. Only 12 days till Tolverine
Yeah.
approximately gets here. So
We think she went to the OB last week and they were like, it's a big baby. Big girl.
big girl.
Yeah. And like maybe sooner than later.
Go.
Yeah.
Adamantium bones, I
Yeah,
assume.
which means everyone, you should hit that Venmo at Tobocop even sooner than you might have if it was 12 days from now, because it helps with the snacks,
Yeah.
the formula, the fixing the gutters, whatever.
Yeah.
you know?
Are you on a
Oh,
registry
my
or something
God.
like that, Toe? You guys
What's-
on a registry?
Yeah, we got we got pretty much everything we asked for.
They had
and
like
more.
15 baby showers.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to probably get you some new sheets and towels.
Oh, I got all ladies sheets
Some new
and
gold toe
towels now.
socks.
None of my shit. I'm like, I don't know where any of my shit is anymore. I'm like, I guess it's all in the basement.
It's gonna. Yeah, there we go. The Venmo is gonna be for the Whack Shack downstairs.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the
I'll look it
Vaporium.
up. I'll help donate, dude.
All right.
You have entertained me thoroughly tonight. It's worth it.
Danny's gonna start a GoFundMe for Toll.
Let's get him off his side, Jack.
Let's get him on his back on a waterbed. Oh, Toll. He's more bashful than you'd think sometimes.
Dude, we gonna work together. As soon as you're done having that,
Danny can't wait to
when
work
you're
together.
done having that baby and
Yeah.
playing daddy and everything else, and done jacking off on your side, we gonna
Yeah.
talk.
Yeah. We'll see how long I'm going to last. You never know.
Whacking it
Just kidding,
LLC.
Sarah. Yeah.
On the side, that should be your production company. On the side,
It might be now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I kinda
You're
like
right.
that,
On the
actually.
side productions.
dude. Have you ever told us
People
a
like,
joke?
where'd you get that
If
name?
you haven't told us a joke, do it.
I didn't think,
Just
I didn't think it was
whacking off
weird until tonight.
I'm telling
Yeah.
you, if you put that on a T-shirt, that would sell.
Yeah.
I jack off on the side.
That's gonna be the new Hawk Tua.
Yeah, maybe. Out of the way, Hawk to
Move along.
The new king is here.
Black Cat ice cream for all your dairy and deliciousness needs. Ain't that right?
Correct, Mundo.
Yeah, especially with this hot weather. It's a
Teehee's
great
on the
time.
road.
Yeah, Teehee's on tour. Next stop, Moberg Gallery. I believe Danny T is going to be on that. So that's actually a great
yeah,
time
let's
to plug
go.
it. That is, what the fuck is that? Here we go. August 17th, Moberg Gallery here in Des Moines. Maybe these two yahoos will be on it as well.
Yeah.
But our first one at Big Grove was a smashing success, dare I
Nice.
say.
Looked awesome, man.
And then it looks like we might have a little action with Captain Roy's, not to brag.
Nice.
And maybe some Black Cat ice cream. Who knows?
Hey, what's the top selling ice cream right now?
It is brown butter cookie dough.
Brown butter cookie dough.
That's
People
like an
love cookie
all-timer,
dough.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Shout out to our producer extraordinaire, Shyla.
Sorry,
who,
Shyla.
who signs off on everything we say
Yeah.
legally.
She was giving us notes on jokes.
Yeah.
Jacking off the whole time, like holding up cords.
Yeah.
Go back to the jacking off on the
Yeah.
side. Go
Back to
back.
the dick material already. Gee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when you got a brand.
Yeah. We're nothing if not consistent.
Oh, you can also sell socks instead of
There you
selling
go.
sell
Yeah. I'll
socks.
sell gold toe socks.
Extra
Gold
long.
toe
Yeah.
socks.
You get them for
Gold
like
toe
$6
socks.
and you sell them for sell them
Yeah,
for 10.
there we go.
You're like,
Yeah.
kill it.
Bring your wax sock and they'll sign it.
He'll sign it with his special pen.
Yeah.
All right, folks. I've been one of your trusty lieges this evening, AJ Simmons.
Ooh, I've been told McGrain.
I've been Alex Carter.
And who you been?
I'm Danny T.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, everybody.
Fucking AJ, Toll and Alex. They're fucking hilarious.
This is a certified hood classic. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.